Philadelphia. I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show.
Live from the Xfinity Studio. This is the Anthony Gargano Show. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Play the song. Let me say it. Play it. Play it. Play the song. Everybody for Philadelphia 76ers. Listen, everybody wants to say play the song or something. I started that, all right? This is FYI.
That's yours.
All right?
Anyone else takes it?
Everyone ripping it off.
Frauds.
You know, Colarulo.
Is he saying play the song?
Yeah, I was like, come on, Billy.
Come on,
And
dude.
then,
He's a good dude.
he is a good dude.
Oh, Bill.
I appreciate him. He loves the team. So I appreciate him. But just FYI, all right? All right. Let's play the song goes way back, man. We've been at this for a minute with this team. Welcome in, everybody. This is the tip-off of the Sixers season in Boston. We get to see Sixers Celtics to start the season. I'll tell you one thing. Just having the Embiid healthy is, or at least to start the year, like he's playing. He's not questionable. Like I don't have to wait until 7:25 to find out if he's playing. That he's playing right now, I mean, that alone is a win in my book. All right?
Is it weird that I'm worried about getting tickets for the home opener? Is he playing the home opener?
I get it. But we've been through hell and back with this team.
Yeah.
All right? We've been through hell and back. It begins tonight. And honestly, I mean, I want to get out of the second round. All right. I just want to get out of the second round. I just want to make sure that the season is a season of relevance. And obviously, it's all centers on Embiid's knee. I mean, it all goes through it. He's got to be healthy for this season to matter at all. He's just got to play. All right. And again, if he's on the floor, I don't need him to be, vintage Embiid, where he could drop, 40 a night. I just need him to be competitive on the defensive end, right? I need him to alter shots, and I need him to draw fouls and be complimentary to Maxey. Like I want Maxey to be the primary scorer and taking all the big shots, and I want Joe to play that supporting role of a big that you need. Like he's a great player. The one thing that is one of my biggest, I guess, the shame of the Sixers over this process times is we never really got to appreciate his ability. He's got a tremendous ability. And, through all the injuries and the playoff disappointments and, the early stuff in his career with Simmons, we never really got to embrace him and embrace the greatness that he is because he's great. He's a great player when he's healthy and going. And again, I don't know if he'll ever get back to that point, but he's a true great athlete, like a great basketball player. We all know the backstory, picked it up later, comes here, Kansas, the whole nine. But, man, he evolved into a great ball player. Just, could get great touch, great moves around the basket, could shoot free throws, just had greatness. It's a shame that he got derailed by all the injuries and all the other nonsense around him. But now, I think he understands. From what I hear, he's in a great place. He's in a great mental place. And I think that's part of the battle. Like if you go into it going, listen, I don't need to carry the team. Like I think forever he felt the weight of the team and the process on his shoulders. And now he doesn't have to do that. You got Maxey. Give it to Max. Maxey's a born scorer, right? He had trouble last year because he was the only one on the floor. They had to blitz him. I'm kind of like wishy-washy on him with the ball in his hands. Like, as long as, because they don't have a lead guard. And my only thing I think that they're missing is a lead guard where Maxey can truly play off the ball. And obviously the lead guard would need to be a taller point guard. But let's see. Like, the McCain thing, I've always thought he was a great kid with a lot of talent. I always question his fit. Edgecombe, I'm very excited for because I think your boy, VJ, is a kid that's a great athlete, man. He's a defender. He's just going to get better and better. He's got a dog mentality, right? I think the kid's a dude, man. I think the kid will do what he can to get better, and he's just an A-list tremendous athlete who will be a great defender. He's not just a willing defender. He's going to be a great defender. So he excites me, and I think if Embiid is playing, that means Paul George is playing. And Paul George is locked in. And if Paul George is locked in, Paul George is still a good ball player, man. Like, he's still a very good basketball player if he is locked in. So it all comes down to Joe's knee. Like, if Joe's knee is right and he could just play, I'm not looking for 82 games, but he's manageable, you could make a run in the East. It's a very shallow, weakened East. Yeah, Orlando's good, and Cleveland, Knicks, all right. I think the Sixers, if he's healthy, can play with anybody in that conference. And I'm not even worried about the West. I just want this season to matter. It's been a long time. There's never been more disappointment than with that team. All right? Never been more disappointing because of all the expectations and falling short and the bad moves and just mistake after mistake during this past 10 years of Sixers basketball. And we're owed one. Like, years ago, the Sixers, after losing the finals to the Portland Trailblazers in I think it was 1977, they lost it. They were up 2-0 or something like that, 2-1, and they lose to Portland. The campaign was "We Owe You One." And "We Owe You One" lasted for years after, up until 1983, where then it was paid in full, right? When they win it in 83. And since then, there has been one finals appearance. One in all those years, right? Think about that for a second. 1983, 22 years ago, we've had one. I mean, it's amazing. 42 years ago.
Yeesh.
42.
A long time.
42. Come on, Todd! Get Sixered up!
Wearing any Sixers gear?
He's not wearing Sixer gear. Todd!
They all act like they can't hear you. They want nothing to be with on camera. Nothing to do with on camera.
Nah. I like messing with them.
I mean, 42 years. Do you remember? I don't know. When we were kids, you go to Spencer's gift cards, and the 40th birthday was over the hill. Be like, oh, you're 40, you're over the hill. It's been 42 years.
42 years since, and one. All right? One of them. So here's the thing. They always won. And
when you say one, they owe us a good competitive season where we got a chance, or they owe us a chip?
Well, they owe us a chip, but, getting a chip, I can't even think that far ahead.
Right.
So in a season with a wide open Eastern Conference, they always at least won to get out of the second round. All right? Have to. If you don't get out of the second round, I don't even know what to say anymore.
So here, I'm going back because last year I read the Ringer does bold predictions going into last year. Bold prediction: Sixers will not make the playoffs. And you're like, these guys are nuts. So I go back to it. I'm like, what are their bold predictions? Any Sixers bold predictions this year?
Is that bold, though?
Yeah, last year.
Oh, last
going
year.
into last
Going
year.
into the season.
Like nobody thought it was going to be an unmitigated disaster.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Yeah,
it was a
it's true.
disaster of epic. Like Paul George, we talked more about his podcast than his play.
Yeah.
So they do have a Sixers bold prediction. Embiid will not reach the conference finals again.
Ever in his career.
You know, that's over under 42 and a half for them. I feel like you got to hammer that 42 and 42 and a half seems.
Well, it's low.
I'm going into this like, it's
House
like
money.
I saw Friday the 13th. Loved it. Friday the 13th part 2. But I'm in on the franchise. I'm coming back for 3. Low expectations. I know there's a chance it might suck. There's a chance it might be really good. That's how I'm going in with this. Just like, all right, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
But if you're not going to be optimistic now, when? Like the end of the year, you got a better chance of being happy now. Like you might as well hop on board now. I went to the coffee shop this morning, saw a young woman rolling in with her Sixers gear on. I had an old boss of mine. He's like 80. He wanted to get together tomorrow. I was like, oh, I'm going out for a happy hour. You want to meet up at like 6:30? I got to be home for the Sixers. I was like, all right, it's on the radar, man. I like it.
Listen, we got the Flyers going in the right direction. All right. The Flyers are arcing in the right direction. And in the 4-for-4 world, we need the Sixers to be relevant.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than last year was miserable. We had a guy, one of our friends of the show, Taste the Cake Down. All right.
He is Sixer, Mr. Sixer.
He loves the Sixers, I think, more than like he's 4-for-4 all the way, right? So I view the 4 teams. I say this all the time, but I view the 4 teams like my kids. Like I love them equally, right? There's things about each one that I love, and things about each one that annoy me.
Yeah,
but I love them all equally. Like it's infinite love, right? I'm in no matter what. Like I'm not choosing. You know, if you're a parent, you know it. You don't have favorites, right? Like you love them with the capacity, endless capacity to love.
Yes.
The thing that shocked me as a dad was when Anthony was born, I remember feeling this amazing love, right? And then when we found out Massimo was on the way, I remember being worried that, oh my God, can I match the love
it seems like a serious real concern.
Anthony?
Right.
Like, because after Anthony, I was good. Like, I was like, kissing up to God. And God blessed us with another child. And when Massimo came, I was like, oh my God, I'm in love. And it was the infinite capacity to love. And I liked the parallel because the teams are part of us, right? Like, obviously, it's, I'm not going apples to apples, but they're a part of us, right? So you love, right? You might be upset with them, but you're going to love them. Sixers need to be relevant.
100% need to be relevant. I mean, it's a long falling winter when they're not relevant.
Because here's the problem. A rebuild puts them back in the ice age.
Oh, they don't have the assets for a rebuild. There is no rebuild with their assets.
Puts it back in the ice age. Like we're done with that.
They're not built for a rebuild at all. No, they need to be. And I don't want them middling. I want them to be, fun.
Have a shot.
Let me ask you this.
I need a shot.
Well, I'm going in. I think we're all going in. I'm going in with low expectations. You're happier in life with low expectations. But the chat needs to pick it up. And if you're listening, you're not in the chat, and you're feeling like Big Farts Jones right now, Fartsy, come on.
What's he say?
Does a big red nose, rainbow wig, and oversized shoes count as Sixers gear? Like, come on. We got Futz in the chat saying, Iverson throwback jersey on, clown makeup applied, ready for the 2025 Sixers.
You can't bash them.
I'm not bashing them, but
the Sixers
come in
for
now
being
with some optimism.
Like
okay, so here's where I think you and I are going to disagree. I think they're right to feel that way.
To feel like a clown being in on it right now?
Yes.
Well, you're calling us clowns for being in on it? Or are they're
not calling you clowns. I think
they're themselves are feeling like clowns. They're in on it and they're clowns.
I think it's less clown and more sucker. Like if you go, you're a sucker. All right.
Well, what else are we going to do?
I raise my hand. Because, again, it's either that or I go back to watching the league. Like I watch the league as it is, but it's like when you're just watching the league, it's not as fun.
Yeah.
Like, I love the league. I'll watch the league no matter what, right? Like,
but you want skin in the game.
I watched the Lakers last night. I missed the Thunder game, but I caught the Lakers Warriors.
Yeah.
And so Luke is ridiculous. But I don't know. I mean, I want them to be relevant. Like, It's
Sure.
no fun if you're not relevant.
No, I mean, we felt it with the Flyers forever. It's just
Well, that's the
it
point. That's
sucks.
why I'm excited about the Flyers, because I think the Flyers, like the building, I sense it coming back. I felt it. You know, I've been saying it and saying it. You know, I love where they're headed.
I don't want John M. This organization's built to lose. Well, not today, John M. Come on, man.
Well, but listen, I can't. To get back to the point,
I'm going to be Jolly Roger today. Happy. Let's go.
I
Let's go.
You are Jolly
can't
Roger.
Chastise the chat for feeling
Well,
this way.
it's not like we're calling them out as violations. It was like, come on, hop on board with us. Let's have some fun at the beginning of the
It's
season.
just-
See where it goes.
Listen, no,
Have a gum. Let's see what happens.
I won't say that. I won't say it. I mean, I appreciate where you're coming from, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to so. In fact,
Randy, if you can't handle being disappointed by now, I mean, let's go. We're used to it. What's the worst going to happen?
No, but again, I if I'm the chat and I'm annoyed, I can't blame them for being annoyed. I can't.
Let me ask you this. I stumbled onto this. Yahoo they power rank the starting lineups of the NBA teams. Where do you think they rank the Sixers starting lineup? And they have the starting lineup as Embiid, Maxey, George, VJ, and Oubre. What do you think they come in at?
I don't know.
Top 10? 19th.
Yeah.
19th.
Well, the problem is health. Like, it all goes back to health.
They got the Heat above the Heat. The Heat is, come on.
Dude, it's health. If Embiid can't play, then he can't play.
We're assuming right now he can. He looks great. We have to assume.
You can't assume anything.
Assume the starting
The
lineup.
last thing if we're trying to woo the chat, you can't tell them to assume
The
the
whole
guy's
point of
healthy.
being
Yeah.
a fan, a fanatic.
How many times did we assume Ben Simmons was going to have a shot after we watched all those
at the beginning of the
videos
season,
in the gym
you gotta go
every
in.
preseason? Come
gotta
on
go in.
now.
You got to go in with high expectations and optimism on the first day of the season. Come on. Come on. Got to. I'm sorry. If like I said, if not now, then never. You just want to.
Well, but they have to earn the chat's trust. Or not the chat's trust, because they'll never trust them. But they have to earn the chat's ability to suspend disbelief. Because what we're asking them to do is go to a movie and say that people can fly.
Yes. But
Or in this case, pigs.
you're the only way. So if you're not gonna suspend disbelief, you're gonna be incredulous until the playoffs happen and he's healthy. That's a long time to be sitting out. We might have some fun, some good games to watch in the meantime. You know what I mean? The only way they're gonna prove it any different is healthy in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's gonna change anything for anyone. That's a long time to be waiting out to see. Might as well get it on now and see what happens. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I listen.
Take my hand, have a gummy, we'll hang out.
I feel you.
Clap our hands.
And I love you. That's why one of the reasons why I love you. Because you're a true fan. You're in on everything. Like, I appreciate that about you. I think it's a tough ask. I do. I think it's a tough ask. Hey, I have to bring this up because Pat's coming up shortly. Devon will join us
Nice.
to go over the season.
You're gonna do some predictions later on.
Okay.
I'm not juggling this time. I think that was the curse.
That was we went through the schedule.
That was the greatest. That was actually hysterical. Devon and I went through this W's and L's. And to make it interesting, we had Andrew juggle.
these.
in the back.
I think we cursed the season with me doing that.
And it wasn't just win-loss. The whole discussion about each game. He's juggling for like 27 minutes.
Yeah, it was great. It was actually hysterical. We have a special Halloween movie show. All right. It's a segment coming up with TV Todd. 2 parts.
Two
right?
parts?
Yeah.
Today and tomorrow?
Today and next week.
Oh, all right.
Because next week's 28th.
Cool.
So we're going to have, or whatever it is.
Can we text Todd. Can Todd get a quick Dracula outfit? A little cape? Be cool.
He said
for next week.
He said he was going into a green room, so
Ooh.
All right.
maybe something.
So with Todd's come up 10:30, and it's a World Cup Wednesday. So we got lots to do today. But before we get to Pat, I have to say this. I saw a tweet from Joel Sherman. Now, Joel Sherman covers baseball for the New York Post. He and I used to work together back in the day. I know Joel. He's not a BSer. He's very plugged in. He had a tweet. Harper staying in Philly is not a given.
I don't need to hear this today. I don't need to hear this today.
Not a given. Then I start to think about it, and I go, well, Dombrowski was pretty hard, like not hard on him, but like he went after the sacred cow.
He did, but there was like
He did it with a feather, but he still did it.
he did. I don't know, because I feel like Scott Boras responded. Did you see his response to Dombrowski? So he's like, I agree. Harper missed time due to injury, volume down. Other than that, Bryce performed at an elite level. You look at expected stats, he's got barrel rate, hard hit rate, exit velocity, all top of the MLB. So I don't know. He could have come out a little chesty. He did. I mean, he defended his client, but not like, I don't know. I don't feel like there's any tension between them.
Dude, when Joel Sherman says that, are they thinking that now's the time to get out of the contract and to reshape the team?
I mean, Boris also did say, I don't think Dave or John or anybody is contemplating Bryce not being a Philly for the rest of his career. So maybe Boris coming out because of the Joel Sherman stuff. I don't know. I don't know which came out first.
Dude, either way, I don't know, right? But when Joel Sherman puts that out there, that's just not.
Does that bug you out, or you think, wow, could they really get a huge package of young players for him?
I don't think you can get a huge package of young players. His contract's not terrible.
It's very reasonable
with
no outs,
right? With all the stuff.
Yeah, he's averaging like $30 million a year.
in this climate,
yeah,
it's not a bad contract.
No,
I love Bryce, so I wouldn't want to see it happen. I don't know. I mean,
I don't want to see it happen.
Would you reshape is it? I started to think about it. Do you think about reshaping this team? It's pretty dramatic, man.
I don't know what you're going to get. I mean, you replace him with Kyle Tucker? I don't know. Tucker is more injured than Harper at this point.
Well, you'd have to replace him with another big right-handed bat.
Alonso.
Maybe.
I don't know. I can't see.
I mean, I love Harper, right? He's definitely my favorite Philly.
Yeah.
But I love him. I do. I love watching him play. I think he's a winner. I wouldn't want to see it happen.
I'd rather Turner than him if you're going to have a big contract. I know.
You're not going to get rid of that contract. But it's something to contemplate. I saw that out there, and I know Joel, and that's not a clickbait piece. So just to keep an eye out going into the winter.
Hey, we got a super chat from B-Dub. He says, Embiid, well, he's Dak Prescott. Puts up big numbers, but postseasons craps the bed. Ant, let go of your toxic love for Embiid. He's using you, Ant.
Wow. That hurts.
Hey, can we talk about using too? All right.
Dak is a pretty strong comparison, to be honest with you.
Yes.
It really is. Okay. I just think he's a great player, right? So, and I also think that bigs are impossible to carry the load, like down the stretch. Like you need a face-to-basket, true face-to-basket player. Like they tried to make him a closer. It's hard for a big because you're beholden to the guard to get you the ball. Like you just are. Unless you're.
I mean, there's other bigs that are more on the perimeter.
What?
I mean, there's other bigs that are like on the perimeter a little bit. Like, I don't know, Wemby. Wemby gets the ball a little more.
But even he's not a closer. Like when you're that kind of true big, he's a true big. He's a center. He's not a face to basket wing who's 7'2". He's 200 or 300 pounds, whatever it is, 290. Like he's a center. It's even though he's got, great athleticism, it's impossible for him to be the closer in a game. And that means like getting baskets when you need it. Like I'm not saying you go away from him down the stretch, but you need to guard. That's why wings and guards win in this league. Because they get their shots off, man. They can stave off runs. Like what's OKC with SGA? SGA didn't have a point in the first half, or they had like 3 points in the first half. Finished with 35.
That's insane.
I mean, like,
how many of those are fouls?
Doesn't matter how you get it.
I know.
Doesn't matter how you get it.
Eddie writes, smell you later, Bryce. Enjoy the gluten-free monk fruit muffins in Vegas.
Going with the monk fruit.
I mean, A's got a ton of young talent. I sent him to Vegas with the A's, maybe.
Oh, no, he's an anti-Bryce thing.
So listen, real quick, I know we got B-Dub talks about Embiid using you. Can we talk briefly about AJ Brown's tweet yesterday or Instagram post? I'm starting
what
to
is
get
that?
out on AJ Brown. I was team AJ, but after a win, you're going to come out and say using me, but not using me, and that's all you say on your Instagram post.
What does that even mean?
Right. Well, you got to do that after a win where you just had 2
Using
touchdowns over 100. You're like, come on, dude.
Is he trolling? Is he trolling the fans?
He's doing, but
He's not trolling
starting to be-
fans.
He's starting to be.
He's not trolling fans.
He's starting to cross the line where I'm not Team AJ. He had me, but
Nah, I love him. I'm an AJ. I give it a pass.
you give that a pass.
Yeah, I do.
Dude, he had 180 yards.
I have a war with AJ. I love AJ.
Yeah, but what's he doing? What do you think?
I
That
love
means? What do
AJ.
you think that means?
All right, can we take a break? You've already. I got super chats telling me I'm being used by Embiid, which and calling him Prescott, which he's probably right on both fronts, right?
Yeah.
Like B-Dub's right on both fronts.
Yeah.
So I can't even argue. I just got to take it. I got Joel Sherman talking about trading Bryce, and I got you talking about trading A.J. Brown. I can't take it. Like, I'm going to get punched in the face, more times. So let's talk about it.
Andrew, can you find some sneakers squeaking, like basketball sneakers squeaking to hear at some point today?
I would love to hear
background.
it. I'd love
Just every
I
now and then
could
play
try to
just
find
a
a sound effect.
sprinkle in
Yeah.
some basketball sneakers
And a dribble.
squeaking.
I could-
Yeah.
a drip.
I'll try to find like court sounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like
Great.
court sounds.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about some of our friends. All right, let's go about Xfinity. I love Xfinity Sports, man. It's the best. Especially the NBA now on NBC, Comcast. Come on, it's great. I'm going to be like, mesmerized by it all. I got 3 games going on at one time. My eyeballs are going to be like, oh, basketball, football, World Series, hockey. Oh, this is the greatest. Listen, you want to be a big fan? You got to have Xfinity, the ultimate sports destination. The best games, your favorite teams, all in one place. The way you watch, next level. The perfect fan flex action right in your living room. Plus, Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K. Makes you feel like you're in the arena, hearing it. Squeak, squeak, squeak. And the ball bouncing. I got the 4 games going on once. It's great. Real-time notifications, live stats right on your TV. The best seat in the house every time. Next game day, get it. Make sure your big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that.
If your home needs a little TLC, I mean, really, whose doesn't? Or maybe you're dreaming up of that big vacation, or maybe you want to take a road trip, see one of your Philly teams play. Well, listen up. TrueMark Financial's HELOC Select just got even better. Rates dropped, making it more affordable to put your home equities to work for you, to do what you want, have a little fun. Need a new kitchen? Need some big repairs? Maybe knock out some debt? Well, with the TrueMark HELOC Select, you can access your cash all at once or whenever you need it. It's total flexibility, just like a Kevin Patullo game plan. So make it happen today. Visit one of TrueMark's 24 branches or head to TrueMark.com/PHLY and get in the game today. What are you waiting for? Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender, NMLS 404938.
All right. Now, let's do it. From the editor's desk, our man, Pat McClune.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
This just in, ladies and gentlemen, and all the ships at sea. It's time for headlines from the editor's desk with Pat McClune.
Pat on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. Good morning, Pat.
How are you, boys? How are you?
What's up, Pat?
I mean,
Hey,
Solid Osprey shirt.
it is solid. I'm ready
Yeah.
for hoops, baby. Give it to me,
That's right.
Pat.
certainly. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. We'll certainly get over that. The Osprey shirt is one thing I do at Christmas every year is I buy obscure college shirts for my boys, my nieces, my nephews, and now my 2 daughters-in-law.
I love it.
So I made my purchases for Christmas of 2025, and I treated myself to an Osprey shirt, right? University of North Florida.
Is there no rhyme nor reason to your universities? How do you pick them?
Oh, I just Fanatics has this big spreadsheet, and I go and I look for bizarre nicknames, and we roll to see if they have the right merchandise for me.
Love it.
Yep.
I dig that.
Yeah, it's cool.
There you go. Let me do an incredible spin there, and we'll have a lot of laughs or whatever. But I did want to start real quickly that there is tears on the ink at the editor's desk this week, because for anybody who I always try to champion the cause of the Daily News, and there was no bigger champion of the Daily News than our longtime editor, Michael Days. And Michael passed suddenly Saturday night at age 72. And for all you people out there that have a bad boss, take heart. There are good bosses in the world. I know I had the best. And I would argue he might be the finest human being I ever met.
Wow.
Two quick things I would say to illustrate that before we move on. This wonderful guy, Philly guy, Roman Catholic, North Philly guy. Michael and his wife, Angela, adopted 4 brothers who were from preteen to teenage years, because they were 4 brothers and they didn't want to be split up.
Oh.
So Mike and Angela took all 4, including Yumi, who had severe disabilities that they dealt with, and they raised them as their own, and now they have a slew of grandkids from them.
Oh,
So
God
that's
bless. That's beautiful. Oh,
shows you the depth of what a great man he was.
yeah, that's beautiful.
And the
man.
other one, much smaller, but I thought of something where I could relate Mike Days to me, you, and VG and our sensibilities. And this is it. We always held we decided what was on page 1 in Mike's office. My job during the day was, as assistant managing editor, was to get all the best stories in the Daily News and then present them to Mike at the end of the day. We decide what to do with the page 1. And so there's some of the most hilarious moments in there ensued. But we're doing it one day, and it was just this terrible, horrible gun violence thing with young people. And it was one of the stories we're contemplating. And Mike turned toward me and he said, "Man, whatever happened to having a fair one?" And it really grabbed me, because the 3 of us would know what a fair one is. And for the young people, a fair one meant that after school, you would go out there and a big crowd would get around, and it would be Fist City. And then somebody gets knocked down or a bloody nose, everybody runs in, breaks it up, and everybody heads their way. No weapons, nothing, just 2 guys, 2 girls having a fair one. And it just, I thought it was like an insightful thing he said that would tell us about the kind of neighborhood champion of Philly guy that he was.
Yeah, man. God bless him. Our heart goes out to the family. Great words, man. It's true. True Philadelphia.
Thank you, sir. And thanks for letting me do that.
No,
Now,
I'm glad you shared it. People need to hear about people like that, the unheralded,
Absolutely.
that really serve the community.
Yep. The best of human beings, the best of a Philadelphian.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about for us, being Philadelphians, and great ones.
And you're spot on, man. Once the fight turned, everyone break it up. It's like, all right, you won. Let's move on.
That's that. Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely. A sensibility that's long gone.
Yep.
Let's get to the editor stuff now. I think we have a good 5, and we go any way here. But we've got our Sixers, we've got Eagles, we've got NFL with a major twist, we've got Phillies, because you were talking about that, and we have World Series.
All right. You ready? I'm
Yes.
gonna go World Series to start.
There you go. And our headline on World Series, gang, is Blue October, because our Phillies aren't there, and we got the Dodgers against the Blue Jays. And Andrew has the perfect photo in there with Ohtani, because I wanted to go a little off the board with the analysis and bring something up that our viewers and even you guys might not know. So Ohtani just proves he's the greatest now and maybe the greatest of all time. 6 shutout innings and 3 home runs, and everybody's in awe. And in Philadelphia, the thoughts turn to Rick Wise, June 23rd, 1971, throws a no-hitter and hits 2 home runs. Incredible. But if I say this guy's name, does it resonate at all with you guys? Tony Cloninger.
No.
Okay, good. And that's amazing, but it just shows my age. Your depth of level and memory are incredible. But this one grabbed me too, and it came from John Conklin, Joe Conklin's brother, threw it in a chat about Tony Cloninger. So what are you talking about? I looked it up, Anthony and VG. In 1966, Tony Cloninger hurled a complete game for the Atlanta Braves and hit 2 grand slams.
What? What?
Look it up, boys. Look it up.
Cloninger.
9 RBIs. 9 RBIs. July 3rd, 1966. Tony and the boys put it on the Giants at Candlestick, 17-3. Tony went the distance, hit 2 grand slams, and he must have did something else to get to the 9 RBIs. And I was blown away. It was just one of those holes that poor Tony Cloninger is not getting his due.
No, because people are mentioning Rick Wise, but that doesn't even touch this one.
Unbelievable. So, where is the boys? Is anybody stopping the Dodgers in this series? My guess is no. But it's been good. It's been a good postseason, so maybe we'll get treated to a good series.
Let's go, Jace. Let's go, Jace.
There you go.
I
cannot muster up a lot of hatred for the Dodgers. Maybe I'm in the minority.
You can't?
No, I can't.
What? What, you been hanging out with Salisbury?
Why?
I can't. I actually...
we got to think about the Dodgers. Go way back.
Hey,
Black
look,
Friday.
just because you get beat by a team, it doesn't mean... And look, when I go in, I go all in, as you know. I've got my list. I've got my Mets. I got my Braves. I got my Giants and Cowboys in football. I got my Celtics in basketball. You know, for a while there, it was the Penguins in hockey. And the Dodgers, I could care one way or another for Teoscar Hernandez. But the other guys, in those 3 guys in their top 4, Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman, I like all 3 of those guys.
Yeah, I hear you.
What's Teoscar do that drives you, grind your gears?
I don't know, but he's just a guy.
Ambivalent.
Oh, ambivalent?
He's just a guy. I'm ambivalent. Yeah.
All right.
But Freddie Freeman, he's probably one of my favorite players.
You know what it is? I don't hate this team. I don't hate their team, their players. I hate their fans.
Yes. 100%.
Now you're talking.
100%.
Now you're talking.
I hate the celebrity
they don't deserve
culture.
Fans. They don't deserve the term fans. They are customers or something.
Yeah.
They're the first ones to turn their back and leave in the 7th inning, and
they don't even get to a little 4th.
You know what? You've got me going, and you hit a good nerve there, Anthony.
You know, all the
fans.
you want to
see.
see. You know what it was? I was on a call, right, for a project. And I'll tell the story. It's bizarre. It's not happening, so I don't think so, but whatever. But I was on a call with Ashton Kutcher, okay? And we were having this call. And he's a sports guy. Like, he likes football and all. So we were talking. But he says, my Dodgers. This is during the Phillies-Dodgers series. I had a Phillies sweatshirt on, right? It was a Zoom call. And he goes, my Dodgers are going to lay a beating on your Phillies tonight, something like that. And I'm like, ew. First of all, you're from Iowa, right? They're not your Dodgers, all right? Because you're a celebrity actor, they all want to be Dodger people. Like, it's like the Yankee thing. But the Yankee thing's kind of cool because those people actually are real baseball fans, even though you got a lot of bandwagon people. The Dodgers, they're fugazi actors, celebrity Hollywood. So it rubbed me the wrong way when we were having this conversation, and he was like, you're Phillies. And I got nothing. And then he gave me he sent me an email, when the Dodgers won. Like, doing a ha, 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 ha.
Oh, man.
Like, bleep you, Ashton.
Yeah, agreed.
That's right. That's right. We can't have that. All right, now you got me fired up to go the other way.
Right.
And I'll tell you what I like about those Blue Jays. I like that catcher on that team. It's not every day you can trust
5'5", 250 pounds, Alejandro Kirk.
Love that guy. Love that guy. Baseball's the only sport you can trot out a dude like that. Back in the day when I was young and fast and thin, I would see Mickey Lolich pitch for the Dodgers. I said, wow, I guess you can give me a big fat guy and play in MLB. But Alejandro Kirk, man, he backs it up. He's pretty good.
Yes.
Yep.
And you got Geddy Lee.
Oh, yeah, Geddy Lee.
He's a big-time Blue Jays fan.
If you spend time in Toronto,
From Rush.
Torontonians are very nice people.
Yeah,
it's very pleasant up there.
All right.
There you go.
Let's move on. Let's go NFL.
Okay. Well, this is the one I've been wanting to drop on you, Anthony. And I'm going to flip the page of the legal pad there because I got to keep score here, guys. I'm going to keep score. Our headline on that is you don't want to advance. And I'm going to tell you why. We are going to, very good. Thank you, Andrew. Perfect. We are going to pick the worst team in the NFL. And we're going to do it right here. And there's a lot of bad squads. Which one's the worst? We are going to do a quick 32-team bracket. We're going to roll through it game by game, but the loser advances, not the winner. And then we'll come out of it and we'll know who the worst team in the NFL is. Ready to go, boys?
Yeah.
How'd you seed these?
This is awesome.
I'll tell you a few things. We have 4 brackets. We have the Norman Brayman bracket. We have the Joe Q. Harrick bracket. We had to go off football for the Ben Simmons bracket. Losers all. And then something I looked up, I said, I'm going to throw in the biggest loser coach record with the Eagles. And I was surprised. A great man popped up. The worst record among Eagles coaches was Burt Bell, who went on to be the NFL commissioner and started the draft. But I'm sorry, we have a Burt Bell bracket. Now,
Burt Bell, that's great.
Where do we play these things? We're going to drop it down. We're going to get to a feudal 4. I think clearly the game to decide this has to be played at the Jerry Dome. Where else
I love it.
Battle of losers more than in Dallas. All right, ready?
Yeah.
And to be fair, I've lined everything up alphabetically to make the matchups. Which team loses? Arizona, Atlanta.
Arizona.
Baltimore, Buffalo.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Carolina, Chicago.
Carolina.
Yeah. 2 bad squads because the quarterback's hurt. Cincy and Cleveland.
Ooh, Cleveland
Yeah,
because of
Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
Yes. Dallas and Denver.
Oh,
That's a good one.
I'm going to say Denver.
That's like an 8-9 matchup.
Oh, did Denver loses?
Denver, I think the Cowboys beat them. I hate to say it.
What?
Yeah.
I think their offense.
I
Whoa, wait a
agree.
minute.
I agree. The
That's
offense is
totally
too good.
That's
That's
a good Denver
great.
defense.
I say Dallas. What do you say, VG?
I think Dallas. We got a
All
tie.
right.
Ethan,
Well,
we got
this
Ethan a
might be
tiebreaker?
this
No,
might play out
I'll give it
beautifully.
to you. But here's the
Okay.
thing. I hate to
Well.
say this. They're not bad, dude. Like Pat.
Not this season. They're not bad. Pickens has been
And just so I know, this is just for this year, this exercise, right?
absolutely
Right. I think they're better than Denver. I don't think Denver's that good.
Okay. Well, this
Yeah, I
is
don't think you
that
can give this one.
bracket. Something beautiful might happen, but I agree Dallas is better than they've been lately. Detroit, Green Bay, tough one. Somebody's got to lose.
Green Bay.
Okay. Houston and the Colts.
Houston.
Jacksonville, Kansas City.
Jacksonville.
The Raiders and the Chargers.
Raiders.
Rams, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Patriots, Vikings.
Vikings.
Another one. Bad one. Saints, Giants.
Saints.
Yeah.
Jets, Eagles.
Jets.
Goes without saying. Steelers, 49ers.
Steelers.
Seattle, Tampa Bay.
Seattle. Even though it didn't work out that way.
Tennessee, Washington.
Tennessee.
All right. Moving on. Arizona, Baltimore.
Oh, I'll say Arizona.
Carolina, Carolina, Cleveland.
Ooh.
Cleveland.
Dallas, Green Bay.
Dallas.
Houston, Jacksonville.
Ooh, Houston.
You know, but Jacksonville's a dog meat team, man. They just
Yeah.
lose. But Houston's got no
Stinks.
offense.
Stroud stinks.
They're stinkers.
They can't protect them. I'll say Houston.
Raiders, Dolphins. Ooh.
Oh, that's too stank.
Ooh.
Stank-a-lack. I'll
That's
say
bad.
Miami.
Vikings, Saints.
Saints.
This is a stinker of a bracket here. Okay. Jets, Steelers.
Jets lose.
Seattle, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Okay, we're down to 8, and the squads are starting to get stinky, boys. Arizona, Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Dallas, Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, I was hoping for the best, but gotta admit, Dallas does not make a Final Four this year. This could be a championship game. Miami and New Orleans.
I'll say Miami.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
They are so bad.
I'll take the Rattler over.
And this bottom of the
Tua.
bracket's really bad. Jets, Tennessee.
Oh, I'm going to go. I'm going to go Jets.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, they stink. They're just so bad.
No argument here, boys.
Oh.
And so we are at our Final Four, ladies and gentlemen, and you can go to Dallas and pay through the nose to watch some bad football. Cleveland, Houston.
I'll say Houston because Cleveland's defense can win it alone.
I agree.
It'll be
Okay.
3-0 Browns.
Yep. And what a bad one this one is. Dolphins, Jets.
Oh, this is
Jets.
yeah. That's like a
Bad.
Super Bowl bad team.
Yes.
And I think, gang, we only have to roll up the jersey to get our champion.
Gangrene.
Jets.
The
Houston's
bad
not
green.
first.
Jets.
Gangrene.
Man, that's
There
The
you have it.
bad green.
talk about a cursed franchise.
Oh, they're horrible. That's Halloween, man. They're terrible.
So, if somebody says to you guys, a lot of bad teams, which team's the worst team in football, you think? You can tell them. We worked that out today, and it's the Jets.
Dude,
I love
The
it.
AFC East with
Jets.
the Jets and the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Oof.
They're horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
All right. Sixers, Phillies, Birds.
Let's go Phillies.
And great that you brought up the conversation. It came up. That's interesting with Joel Sherman. I will throw into the fire also that right after the season, Ruben Amaro was on a podcast, and Ruben said, I wouldn't be surprised if they move one of the big contracts.
Wow.
Little intrigue. I didn't think it would be that contract. I still don't think it would be.
At two,
But
Pat. At
wow,
two, you got to
how's
bring
that
this
for a
up.
little intrigue?
Ah.
Could you imagine? My God.
No.
And that tells you all you
Bryce.
need to know about the economics of sports and how it goes, that we look at Harper and say, that's not a albatross of a contract.
No,
When he
I mean, I'll
signed
be
that,
honest with you. I don't really want to move on from like
neither do
the
I.
contract's
Neither do I.
not a bad contract.
Yeah, and here's my feeling about what Dombrowski said as it relates to it. Was he wildly elite this year? No. But it goes to my keys about the four big guys. If we talk Phillies, what I want. And what I want out of Harper is this. Remember in the middle of the season, he's talking about the wrist, that he thought he would rest it and it would be okay? All I want from Harper this offseason is take from his head to his toe, figure everything out, get any operations or anything he needs. Next week, clean it all up and come back, work your ass off and be as healthy as you can. That's all I'm asking of Harper.
I think that's correct. I think that's fair.
Opening day.
And can I say this for a second? Because I'm irritated with Dombrowski. Because Dombrowski takes his, now again, I'm not overblowing it. You know, he went after him with a feather, so I acknowledge that. But you didn't protect him. You got Alec Boehm, powerless Alec, protecting him. You have needed a right-handed bat for balance for 3 years, and you haven't gotten one.
Right.
Castellanos wasn't it. He was in love with Nick. In love with him. Then he goes to Great American Ballpark, hits 30. Right? Well, by the way, which Massimo can hit 20 out of Great. It makes Citizens Bank look like the old the St. Louis Stadium, Busch Stadium.
I agree.
I mean, give me a break. Okay,
Yep.
You got Nick. I get it. That was your right-handed bat. But you still had other spots. Like you signed Kepler. Dude, no good. You went into last year, the year before, when it needed a right-handed bat. No one to protect Harper. And it's easy to take a shot at him. But, you know, you're the same guy who took Romano over Hoffman, Holmes. Right?
Yes.
He never gets any criticism. He has a $400 million payroll. Give me a $400 million payroll. I'll get you a World Series.
Well said, Anthony. I can't argue with any of that. Now, Trey Turner, what I want Trey Turner to do, I want him to double down on what he did with the fielding in the offseason. He made himself better. And he's going to have to be the shortstop. I want him to even make himself a little better. I think the hitting will be there. Schwarber, I want Schwarber to come back in even better shape. I think a big factor was you saw him working around those bases, getting a steal. He came back in better shape. And if he comes back in even better shape, maybe he hits 58, assuming, of course, they sign him.
What are the odds of that, though, Pat? I mean, we know everyone in a contract year, everyone seems to get in shape. Once they sign the contract, coming back in even better shape is a rare thing.
You're right. But we will have to fall back on his integrity to do that. And then the other one is Wheeler, and it's just fingers crossed there. Let's just got to pray for the best with them. There's one other thing I wanted to say about the Phillies before we move on with the Dombrowski and Topper thing last week. You know what disappointed the hell out of me, Anthony? How about them saying that Crawford is not a center fielder?
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
No, because he's got no power.
As a center fielder. I don't need that bat in left field.
Exactly. Like here, I mean, we talk about, the other thing that irritated me about Dombrowski was, well, we lost to the Dodgers. What do you want? Dodgers are great. We were right there. We should have won. Hey, dude, you are platooning everywhere, okay? Platoon at second. You got a third baseman who's got no power. You platoon all over the outfield. You're just platonic, and you expect to win? Like, come on, dude. Like, there's got to be responsibility there. And I'm with you. Crawford as a left fielder when you got no other power? I hate it.
No way. You might as well put Rojas out there.
Yeah, somebody kind of talked like almost like, oh, okay. Maybe we get Bader back and you go with Crawford in left, Bader in center, and Marsh in right. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
No,
You want to talk about a trash outfield? Are you going to
Yeah.
be kidding? I mean, you got no power. You would need a country of windmills to get more power within that. Are you going to be kidding me? Marsh stinks. Get him out. He can't hit lefties. He's not, should be hitting 5. Get him out. I don't want, listen, I like Bader. Bader's a complimentary piece. I can't have an outfield of those 3 guys.
Yes.
Pencil.
No.
It goes back to, I called Charlie up. This is going into the 2012 season. Who was the freaking pencil bat that they signed from the Twins?
Ben Revere?
Yes, right? So it's driving me nuts. So I text Charlie. I go, Skip, what's the deal with Ben Revere? He was still the manager. What's the deal with with Revere? He goes, I go, I don't get it. He said, well, he's the 4th outfielder. And it turns out he was a starting outfielder. Like, what are we doing? Like, I love
Come on, man. He
Ruben
made
to
the
death.
All-Star game, didn't he?
But he stinks. He was horrible. I could told you he was horrible. So then, fast forward to the first series against the Pirates in 2012. All right? Remember that? He says, I go, Skip, what do you think? He goes, I got a team of leprechauns. Anthony, I got a bunch of leprechauns. Nobody can hit the ball. Nobody hit the ball out of the yard. I got a team of leprechauns. That's what that outfield would be. Leprechauns.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The hell out of here.
Yeah. Yep. Keep a close eye on that Dombrowski. All right, guys. Sixers or Eagles?
Let's go Birds.
Birds. And then, this is almost a short discussion. My headline there is when losing isn't an option. Guys, I cannot take, it can't happen. I cannot stomach the Giants coming in to this stadium and winning. That's just,
No.
It just can't happen.
No.
Can't happen.
No.
And I spoke to my guns. They're a 6-11 team. They might have something in Dart. They might have something in Scatterbo. Fine. But they still don't have any receivers. With Mitchell back, Vic should come up with some really inventive stuff because I'm not worried about any of those guys beating me. But they sure did 2 weeks ago.
Okay. I'm so with you on this. In fact, I'll go as far as to say, if they don't win by double digits, I would be disappointed. This is a team that somehow beat you. All right, short week, up there, whatever. It was we had bad energy in Philadelphia. It just happened. Forget it. That team goes in, blows a 19-point lead, blows the game 3 different times in Denver. So you're coming off an altitude game, a crushing blow. You're going to limp in to Lincoln Financial Field after beating you 2 weeks. There's no way in the world this shouldn't be a rout.
No, absolutely.
Let alone lose.
Yes. I just want a thorough butt kicking and enjoy the rest of my Sunday night. I just can't take it, and
No.
Good signs, the passing attack looked pretty good last week.
I think they're good. I think they're going to be good. I think the Giants are going to be good. I think Dable sometimes, I don't understand how he handled that. Like, you don't throw on 3rd and 6. Like, you work the clock. Like, he blew the game. But whatever. I think he's a pretty good coach. I love the kid Dart. I told you about Scatterbo. I think they're going to be good. There's no way in the world they should win the game. No way in the world. I'll be despondent if they lose. There's no way in the world they can lose this game.
No. Yeah, and it's unfathomable.
Going into a bye?
Yep. 33 points they give up in the fourth quarter. You need this. You need to boat roast that.
Yes.
Squad,
Yes.
Brutal.
Yeah.
And one other thing I'll say is more Nakobe Dean, please. He went in there, and I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you scheme it. We love Vic, but when you're talking about your best players, 3 of your best players are Bond, Campbell, and Nakobe Dean. I try to get creative with that somehow. But Nakobe Didn't play a lot of snaps, but had a lot of tackles, and he put a helmet on a few people there too. So I'm glad he's back. I'm really glad he's back.
I'm with you. I'm completely with you. All right, let's get to him. Let's get to him. Come on.
I wanted to jump right in. The headline with the Sixers is, who's in? Who's in? There you go. I know VG's in. I'm just hoping for the best. I almost wished I could have like signaled wildly and jumped into the conversation at 10 after 9, because I thought what you guys said was right on the money, and I'm the same thing. You know, I desperately want this team to be worthwhile, because it really, like Anthony said, you can only watch the games in the league so long when you don't have a team. So I'm
especially the regular season, because regular season NBA is rough, right? Like I'm into it early because I miss it, and then once it's January, February, and and then after football, like you're stuck with just NBA and hockey. Like you're like, all right, like regular season NBA guys aren't playing, and half the league you go, who's this dude again? Right? Like that's part of it. I need the Sixers to be relevant.
I do too. My stance on the Sixers is, I've been around long enough that I deserve this. They have to earn my trust. And I hope they do. I really hope they do.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm a little thrown by the fact that it's great that Joel's going to play in the opener. And it's great that he's lost weight or whatever, but it almost seems like they wrote his knee off last year. So now he's back with the knee. I don't know. I hope to God it's good. And I would do what we said last year. You do whatever now that he plays in the opener, you do whatever you need to do. If you feel like you're going to make the playoffs, go in with him. However, I don't care how old he is. I'm not doing any of that management crap, load management for Paul George. When you get paid that kind of money, okay, and I hope that God Devon's on, because Devon knows what he's doing. Let me tell you, Paul George, again, I hope he does great. I hope he has a good year. But you can't be treating him. You can now, because when he's not playing tonight, that's fine. If he doesn't play for 2 weeks, that's fine. But when he's in, and you can't be treating him with such a gentle touch. He got paid a lot of money. It's when you're healthy and you're good enough to be in the court, you got to earn it.
I agree. Yeah.
He is
100%.
not in Embiid status with me, that's for sure.
I agree. 100%.
Yep. Now, real quickly, you have the Mr. Givens ready to roll. Did you talk at all about the Bob Myers thing? That was pretty interesting.
I'll be honest with you. We mentioned it, but I didn't go into great detail. Listen, he's a bright guy. I don't know how many guys you're going to have in that office, right? Like, can I tell you one thing? Because the most overrated thing in sports today, especially in that league, is that you need some genius, and you need a team of analytic people and a team of these people to run a franchise successfully. Like, you got Morey, now you got Myers, you got Elton Brand. Like, how many more people are you going to have to fail? I mean, like, again, after a while, I go, you got all your analytics people, and you have your scout, your true basketball scouts. And
he's overseeing all the teams, right? The Commanders. He's in charge of all the sports operations.
Yeah. But he's,
I know
he's a
guy.
basketball guy.
Yeah.
It's hard to divorce it. So, like, I get it, but I just think it's over. I think it's over. I think we've complicated, do I need an analytics department of 22 Harvard, Yale guys? Like, if I got 3 guys, all right, I got enough data I need until it strangle me. Ask the Phillies, because they tripled down on analytics And meanwhile, they don't have anybody to teach and develop players down below.
Good point.
Like,
Very
I
good
would
point.
double down on excellent coaches that can develop and teach the sport.
Right. Yeah. It's so easy to get where they could woo you in the Sixers, though, because it's a watered down East and Embiid's back.
No, I'm a sucker. I mean,
I'm not a sucker. You
on
got
my
to earn my
forehead.
trust. You're not a sucker either, Anthony. Maybe on an occasion for something, but they're going to have to. They're going to have to earn my trust. That's for damn sure. And I hope they do.
Yeah.
I hope they do, because the editor's desk is going to need some stuff every week.
Well, the editor's desk is also a hooper. Like,
absolutely.
You're a hoop guy. I would say sports, not teams, because the Eagles are your favorite sport. But if I'm to guess your love of sport, I'll say it goes basketball, football, baseball, or basketball, baseball, football. But Eagles are one, but you go basketball one in sport.
You're pretty much right. It's NFL, and then the basketball comes rolling in. It's the Eagles, and then it's all basketball. It's colleges, it's Sixers, it's high school, any kind of basketball.
Yeah.
From little 5-year-old kids that I coached up to the NBA, I love the sport.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I knew that. Pat, great stuff, my brother. We love you, man.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for letting me go a day early. The editor's desk needed a early deadline, and it's appreciated.
We always work. We got to meet our deadlines. First thing I was always taught, you can't miss a deadline. I was petrified because they said, you missed 3 deadlines, you're fired. Like, they didn't really mean it, but I would never miss a deadline. Like, even if something happened, I would freak out. Like,
I have a great story for you on another day when we're next to VG with a beer. Ask me about one of the best basketball writers in the country and my experience with him on deadline.
All right.
I'll tell you.
I'd love to hear that. Thanks, buddy.
We're getting near that Reading Terminal beer time of year. I hope you guys do it again.
We're doing it. We're definitely doing it. It's going to be a blast.
Guys.
See you, buddy.
Look forward to listening to Devon. Thanks, guys.
There he is.
The editor.
Yeah, we love the editor. All right, let's take care of some business then. And we got Devon. Let's
talk some hoops.
Devon's always in.
Yes.
Devon's the best. He's a great sportsman. All right, let's talk about Rothman.
Let's do it. Rothman. They're the people who saved me when I broke my neck. And they're there to get you back to doing what you love, especially this fall. Whether you're biking by the Schuylkill, chasing your kids through a pumpkin patch, tackling that hiking trail to see some nice foliage, it's tough when your body doesn't want to cooperate, and that's where Rothman Orthopedics comes in. From aches after a pickup game, old injuries flaring up with those fall adventures and activities, Rothman's team of experts is there to help, and they're there with evidence-based care and a commitment to restoring your mobility, and they'll get you back out there, and more importantly, stronger than ever. So don't let pain put those fall plans on pause. Visit rothmanortho.com/PHLY, book your appointment today, and get back to doing what you love, and doing what you love pain-free. That's a nice place to be, pain-free. Rothman Orthopedics will get you there. Rothman Orthopedics, getting you back to your fall game, well, that's their mission. rothmanortho.com/PHLY.
Doing God's work.
Yeah, they
Our
are.
friends at Rothman. All right, let's talk about the Parks, the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. What's the line tonight for the squad in Boston? What's the line?
All right, hold on. I was looking.
All right, we
conference
got
hours.
hoop tonight. What is the line tonight?
+3.5. Sixers +3.5.
That's an outright win. I love the Sixers outright.
Total 229.5.
Sixers
It's a
win
healthy
tonight.
total.
They come out because listen, think about this. If I'm the sucker that's being used,
Yes.
they can't lose tonight because then already I'm like,
You got to get the
despondent.
face paint.
Right.
Start putting the nose on.
No, but they're gonna win. They're gonna go out. They're gonna come out of the gate hot and get us.
Why'd you make me
Before
look?
they kick us in the stones.
Why you make me look at this?
All right. What?
Because it moved from 2 to 3.5.
It went from 2 to 3.5?
Yeah.
I don't believe in reverse line movement there. All right. Give me the Sixers plus the 3.5.
What do you think? Let's see what Embiid's over under is. They got that out yet?
I think they win tonight. I have a good feeling that they're going to win.
Yeah.
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 Player totals. Let me see. Player points.
The props. You can bet all the props in the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app as
I don't see it,
everything.
man.
Maybe
Maybe later on. Yeah.
You can check it out. Whatever it is, go maxi over.
25 points or more scored by Embiid minus 137. Maxi over 25 is minus 129.
Give me that.
Either of them go over 30. Maxi's plus 160 and Embiid's plus 165 over 30.
I'll say I think it's maxi.
All right.
I think maxi. I like maxi here.
All right. What's your squad today, Andrew? Let's see. Your squad's playing today in the Champions League?
Yeah, that they are.
NFL, college, hoop, hockey, Champions League.
Well, Liverpool's heavy favorite.
Liverpool versus Frankfurt.
Frankfurt's plus 420.
I don't know. They've lost 4 in a row. I don't know about Liverpool winning this one.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
We're struggling.
They need to win, but
Scared of the Germans. What do you think of so is the line still 7.5?
Well, it was 7 with us during the day, but it did creep up to 7.5 with the Birds.
Yeah.
They are back down to 7.
I just don't see it. There's no way in the world they're going to lose. There's no way in the world. They should win by double digits. Seriously.
You said that last time.
Dude, I know. I'm going to double down on that.
Double down.
Double down. All right? Anyway, check out the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app for all your fun. There's always another way to win with the casino, live dealer, blackjack, roulette, all the hot slots that you want. New users get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down the first 24 hours. BetParks.com has all the details. Check it out. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now, let's talk hoop. I've been looking forward to talking to this man. Every time he comes in, I smile, and no one's got better sneakers.
It's just a whole fashion sense.
Right?
That looks great every time he walks.
I love what he's in. I just love it. Love it. Let us go to our man, Devon Givens.
Devon Givens.
NBA.
Devon Givens.
NBA.
Devon Givens.
NBA.
Devon Givens.
NBA.
Devon Givens.
I was working last night trying to get a new song. I don't love that song. I was working last night. I can't find one that works yet. I can't find one good enough for Devon. So we're working on it, Devon. You deserve better.
I think you got to do a Philly sound.
I'm working with that. You know, I've been trying to do something.
We'll figure something out, DG.
When I think of my man, I think of Philly sound.
All right.
Classic Philadelphia.
Okay.
Basketball. Right?
Yeah.
The music,
Yeah,
the vibe.
I think of like Tribe. That's why I went with that kind of vibe. But I feel what you're saying. We could do Sound of Philly.
Yeah.
Always love Tribe. Yeah, you can't go wrong there.
All right, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. First of all, expectation tonight, Sixers C's. What's the deal with George? What do you expect? Is he going to play?
I don't know. He's not going to play. He's already on the injury report listed as out from yesterday, so he's done. He's not playing tonight, so you don't have to worry about Paul George today. If I had to guess, maybe as early as Saturday is something that you could look into, but it's just a matter of how, because he's playing fives, he's getting into the basketball activities the way that he has over the last couple of weeks. But as Pat said, first of all, always love Pat McClune on right before I jump in. And as Pat said, if he doesn't start the season right away, that's okay, because I do think he'll be back sooner than later. And that is after everything that we heard, Ant, about that surgery so late in the summer. I didn't know when he was going to be back. So this is a pleasant surprise to see him already participating in these fives that he is with the team. So, but he's out tonight. Embiid, not on the injury report. And as of yesterday, not on the injury report. I did not check it yet this morning, but as of yesterday, no injury report.
The greatest thing in the world is to know that I don't have to wait until 7:25 to find out if he's playing tonight.
Correct. Correct. So if we're to believe that with him not on there, he's playing tonight.
So give me what it's going to look like. All right. Tell me tonight the rotation and kind of what you're going to see. We'll get to see VJ. He'll start, right? So you get to see VJ. And how's it going to look? Like, what's your expectations?
I think they're going to try to run a lot with this team. And we saw that against Minnesota. Now, understand that was just the Minnesota third string, some backups, and players who are most likely in the G League or not in the NBA at all. That said, that was their final tune-up game. That was their final test run. And we just needed to see something out of them. And Nick Nurse needed to see, to your point, of what the rotations are going to look like and how things are going to play out, not just in a practice setting against their own teammates, but against a different group of players out there. And I think they're going to get out there and look to run a little bit more. Now with the athleticism, as you talked about with VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, we already know about his speed, Quentin Grimes getting up and down the floor as well. But when you look at players like Barlow and Adem Bona, who can just rim run, right, as guys who can fill lanes and make sure that you locate where they are out there on the floor, with Embiid trailing as a guy who is a trail man that can shoot from the top of the key, I think they're going to look to run it. And in the half-court set, when we first start off the game, I think personally, Ed, I don't know what Boston's starting lineup is going to look like because they had 4 different versions in the preseason. I don't yet know what that's going to look like, whether it's Pritchard starting, Anthony Simons starting, or some other combination that Joe Mazzulla goes with. I think Barlow gets to start at the 4 next to Embiid tonight to go with Oubre, Edgecombe, and Maxey to fill out that starting 5. So with the rotation now, scoring punch off the bench with Quentin Grimes, Adem Bona, right there as a backup at the 5. Maybe some Jabari Walker because he has played well with some 4 minutes there. And then you sprinkle in everyone else to see how things go. Justin Edwards, who hasn't played all that well in the preseason, and so forth. So at least for your 8, I think that's what it's going to look like tonight. Grimes, Walker, Bona as your 3 off the bench for those other guys.
So let's look at Barlow because there's a lot of excitement surrounding Barlow. What's your expectation of him?
To go out there and do exactly what he did. Find the basketball, do the little things, all the things that we talked about.
Right.
Dirty work, 50-50 balls, get out there on the floor. And when you watch them, the ball just found him. The basketball found him. He has the nose for the basketball, at least for what we saw in the preseason and all the training camp buzz that was around him. And he just did that every single game. Every game was better than the last. Now, he's on a 2-way contract, so we're not overreacting. We're just simply looking at it for what it is right now, for today, for tonight. And that's a player that how it goes, and against the Boston Celtics, where they are coached like that with Mazzulla, where they always find a way to get those offensive rebounds, to force personal fouls on you. And there was one play in particular that just it just overall encapsulates what Dominic Barlow does for this basketball team. Against Minnesota, he was battling for an offensive rebound against 4 guys. He ends up on his back on the floor, and they had to call a foul, the officials did, on the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was the only one in there battling with 4 guys, and he got the whistle because of his energy and his effort. And we always talked about this basketball team lacking that outside of Tyrese Maxey and maybe a few others, where in this case, you certainly got that from Barlow. We'll talk about Edgecombe. You saw it with Walker as well. It just wasn't there on this basketball team, unless it was a 10-day guy last year who was trying to keep himself in the league for 2 months because the Sixers were in that spot that they were in a season ago. So that's what I expect from him, to help Joel Embiid on the glass, to start the game off, and just understanding and knowing where he's supposed to be. Make himself available in those back cuts. Find those little areas, those pockets there around the rim, in the paint, along the baseline, to make himself available for those cutting opportunities to get baskets to finish right there at the rim. That's why I expect from him, and that's why I think he should start tonight.
9-8? Can I get 9 and 8 out of him?
I could probably see like 6 and 8 out of him, and maybe and if you get 9 and 8 out of him, that's gravy. Yeah, that's a bonus from a guy like that. Yeah.
My man Tasty Dom, who loves you, who's a big Devon Givens fan, says, I love the comp. I think the comp is a great comp. Reggie Evans.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, and Reggie just, I'm boxing you out. I can't jump over a phone book, but I'm getting the basketball and you are not. And even last season, we go back to the Knicks series 2 years ago, right, in the playoffs, where Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Isaiah Hartenstein, all of those players are the ones that are in there and nose for the basketball and securing that rock. And Dominic Barlow is at least going to put his body in the way to, if he doesn't secure it, or if he doesn't tip the basketball out and he can't just squeeze the pill, somebody else will have the opportunity to. Now it's just up to the effort of everyone else to go in there and make sure that they have possession of the basketball.
See, I think Embiid at this stage of his career and the whole thing, and knowing the explosiveness issue with the knee, you need a guy like that next to him that just can vacuum up boards.
Yep. And look, he may not have double-digit boards, as I said. It may be 8 or 9, like you just pointed out, but it could be those tip outs that result in a possession, second possession there out behind the three-point line, where a guy just simply catches it, Tyrese Maxey, for example, and walks right and steps right into a three-pointer and knocks it down. The coaches will know it. The teammates will know it. We will know it based on the work that he did. So having a player like that next to Embiid to take some of that pressure off of him because of what you just talked about, the injury history, the knees, everything from a season ago, having a player like Dominic Barlow. Again, I'm tempering the expectations because we're just talking about game by game here, because he only has a 50-game threshold as a two-way player. But they need him tonight, and he has shown that he belongs in the rotation one way or another.
Hey, Devon, you were talking like you think they're going to run tonight. I watched the game on Friday, and there was it seemed like a lot of Embiid gets the rebound, and he's just looking, instead of handing it off, to make a nice outlet pass to streaking players. Is
100%.
that something that you saw throughout the preseason, not just with Embiid, but all the bigs, like a mentality or philosophy they're going to have?
Yeah, because you know what Bona's profile is. He is a rim-to-rim runner, 94 feet, and he's going to be able to get out and run a Bona because he's that type of center. Now, Andre Drummond is a little bit different, but to your point, it's the kick-ahead passes that you want to get out there. And now when you have VJ Edgecombe already at half court by the time the ball is secured by the center, or Tyrese Maxey right there again, it takes 1-2 dribbles for him to get right across the half court line. They're going to try to get out there and transition and run. And even when you go to the bench, VG, as you talk about that, I remember in that Minnesota game, I put in my notes, there was a lineup of Maxey, Grimes, Edgecombe, Barlow, and Bona. What does that tell you right there? Run. We're getting out and run, whether it's a make or a miss. If it's a make, get the ball out of the net, inbound it, and let's push the rock. And when Embiid was out there, to your point, he got the basketball. He pushed it a few times because we've seen him do that, and he actually got a basket to go on that. But it was outlet the basketball and give the opportunity, get an odd man in on the other end, on the offensive end, where you're 3-on-2, 2-on-1, where you have that advantage, and try to get a bucket, whether it's at the rim or, as we know in today's NBA, find a spot, open shooter behind the three-point line and see if it goes your way.
Dude, they're so fast. Maxey and Edgecombe out on the break are so fast.
Dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are.
Flashes out there.
Dude.
Yep.
That's what excites me, because I just want Maxey creating in space. Like, Maxey's got his scoring volumes. I want to see Tyrese back to being free. Having Embiid on the floor just helps spacing.
Mm-hmm.
When you get George back, it helps spacing. And I just need Maxey. I need him to be just let him free and let him cook.
So when we did our prediction show yesterday, and this was one of our questions, will he return to All-Star form? Because that's when we saw him at his best. And all of us collectively said yes.
Yeah.
It may not result in the All-Star berth because of the talent at the guard position
believe it.
in the Eastern Conference. I do too. But he's definitely going to return to that All-Star form, because even when he got off to that bad start, it was a terrible start last season. He wasn't ready for all of the attention that he was getting at the beginning of the year, and it showed. But when it caught back up to mid-December, going into January, he was phenomenal. He was back to that all-star form where we saw the Tyrese Maxey. Didn't result in wins because there just wasn't enough talent around him to secure a lot of the wins against the teams that they were playing against. With that said, I think you could say there is a decent collection of talent around them. And if Embiid is healthy right now, as we know, to start the season, and he can play and help get them off to a much better start than they were last year. I mean, they were like 3-12, 3-13 last season. They cannot do that this year. No. A big part of that is Maxey playing off of Embiid and then having this other young guy, to your point, where he's a number 3 overall pick, but we're also not laying a lot at his feet to go out there and be a savior when it comes to points. It's just other things, the attributes, the intangibles, the athleticism to be out there for a young player like that. So I expect all-star version of Tyrese Maxey back on this basketball team this year.
I'm so with you. And one of the things that when it comes to last year and that start, I mean, there was just nobody on the floor. Like, he had nobody with him. It was so easy to just blitz him and, just double him and take him out of the game. Because if you cut Maxey out of volume scoring, nobody else can score. Like,
here's the other wrinkle.
Gives you the 18-point night one night, and 9 on 2 for 14 shooting the next night. Like, that's what he is.
Yeah. Well, here's the other wrinkle too. And I think this is what we've talked a lot about, not even just on the show, but even in the office, where Quentin Grimes did what he did last year, but it was with nobody. Now you put him in his role of that 5th scorer, that 6th scorer. Sometimes he's going to have his night or his week. Right, Ant? Because we saw what he did last year where
he's always he shares it.
I was just saying, is there enough ball to go around?
Well,
I just want to share the ball. You're right.
No, and look what he did last year when you talk about sharing. When he was scoring in those bunches that way, he was flat out scoring. He wasn't looking for anybody else. But then later on, if you remember and you go back and look at it in mid-March.
Yeah, they tried to make him more of a point guard. Yeah.
He was more of the point guard where he was getting 6 assists early. He was in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Always, he was getting 6 assists early. He only had 2 points and he was rebounding the basketball. And then boom. Oh, light goes off. I still have to hit that 25-point streak that I have going on in the second half. And that's what he did. But when I look at that, and even VJ where he had the basketball, Edgecombe in the preseason, guys, is now you have Maxey where he can come off the basketball and run around those screens off of Embiid on the baseline, come around those pin downs where he can get the ball in the shooting pocket on the move and allow him to use his speed to either go downhill and finish or create, or because he scored the basketball, or just simply because he's Tyrese Maxey, that coming off of that screen, they have to respect him. And we know what his shooting ability is like if he gets that step back behind the 3-point line and he knocks down those shots. So with those two, and when McCain comes back, and Embiid, obviously, that allows that gravity for him to get back into scoring mode of not being in point guard mode all the time, but also being in scoring mode too, where he can get back to being
I agree.
him. He's arguably, he's the best perimeter scorer that they have.
Yes.
And that's where you get to see 2 versions of Tyrese Maxey.
Yes. All right, let's go into the big picture. All right.
Sure.
Expectations. Now, it's impossible. We all agree if Embiid can play, they're a contender. That's just the bottom line. Let's look at the landscape of the conference because it is a weakened conference. Like the Celtics have their own injury issues. You like Cleveland. You like the Knicks. You like Orlando. But none of these teams are the Warriors of yesteryear. Like none of these teams you go, oh my God. I think they all could be decent. You got Indiana that's looking different, even though they're coming off of the finals. They look a little different. How do you size up the East?
Well, I have New York and Cleveland at the top, and they're in their own tier all by themselves.
Yeah.
I then have Orlando and Atlanta because of the off seasons that they have had in that next tier by themselves.
Yeah, Atlanta's going to be good. Yeah.
Yeah, for what they did this offseason, that's why I have them. And then I do have Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Boston, Indiana, just because of how well coached they are with Rick Carlisle. They still do have enough talent that are playoff tested. Where they're in that conversation. Miami and Detroit. I have Detroit right there as well for what they did last year, right there at the top with Milwaukee and Philadelphia. And that's where it gets interesting. And I respect Eric Spoelstra too. So they'll always be in the mix somewhere. Toronto, I think they'll be a little bit better. But that third tier, where they're all jumbled up with Milwaukee and Detroit at the clear top, now what? Now, what does Philadelphia do? What does Indiana and Boston do because of the injuries as they are weakened? What do they do? And one of the shows that we did was the expectations are no longer there for the Sixers because you just don't know about Joel Embiid. And then you follow it up with Paul George, as you said, and VG, and even, Pat said it before I came on. Can they be that surprise team? Because they're not expected because no one knows. But Joel is starting the season off where he didn't do that a year ago. And if he gets through this clean tonight, they have a few days off. They host Charlotte on Saturday. They're home against Orlando on Monday. They have Washington on Wednesday, and then they round out the month with Boston back at home again. So those are your 5. So stacking your wins goes a long way early on, just like they stacked those losses last year early. And we saw what the season turned into. We just didn't believe it at the time. Now, if they do that, and to your point of where the Eastern Conference is, they have a chance where they can stack those wins and put themselves right back into that conversation of being that contender. Pat pointed it out. They have to earn everybody's trust back. The only way to do that is to win basketball games. And if they're able to, once again, build those W's and continue to add those those numbers in the win column, they will do that. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of reincorporating Paul George, later on Jared McCain, figuring out how the rotation goes, balancing the injuries and the games missed for Joel Embiid, all of those things. But the opportunity in the window is open for them to put themselves right back into that at least 4, 5, 6 conversation, and how that goes this season of regaining that trust from the Sixers fan base and seeing where it all goes. Because we cannot have another showing like we saw last year with 24 wins. We just cannot. We cannot.
No, I mean, I couldn't handle. I couldn't handle. It was.
No.
It was probably the most miserable I was with this team since the mid-90s. Right?
Yeah.
Like pre-AI,
After
post-Barkley.
Yeah, right.
Like, I hated that. Dude, I hated those teams. Horrible. They wrecked them, right? It was a rectum. All
Yeah.
right?
Hey.
They have
were. And that's
they
what
have
last
a
year
chance
was for me.
here.
Turkey.
Right. They have a chance here. And I'm not our colleague Tim Cato from All City in Dallas from DLLS Mavs. He did his 31 bold predictions, right? Let's get crazy kind of bold predictions. Sixers win the title. He said, why not? Their roster is good enough. And if you get Embiid back into that form, Tyrese Maxey as well, and you get anything from Paul George, you get that. Your buddy, Chris Mannix from New York, says, man, I'm back in. These guys are going to be in Eastern Conference Finals, right? And that's where a lot of people are with this, because when you look at the roster and you look at where the Eastern Conference is, outside of, for me, New York and Cleveland, I have them at the top, and then everybody else there follows Orlando and Atlanta there, Detroit, Milwaukee follows. They can creep right back in there. Do you guys remember how many starting lineups they had last year?
Yeah, it was horrible. I remember at the end of the year, like I was still watching them slop at the end of the year going, and I was embarrassed to say it that I actually would watch them. Like they were.
I'd look at the box score and be like, who are these people? I didn't even know who they were.
It was all 10-day contracts. It was horrible, man. It was.
He's
54 different starting lineups last season.
In like 82 games. That's wild.
54. Yeah.
Devon, from as a viewer, as a fan from a distance, Embiid looks to be like he goes as his head, his body goes as his head goes sometimes. And, if you're miserable and you're depressed, the aches are a little achier, but if you're feeling good, they're not so bad. Everybody says he's in a good space right now mentally. Do you see that? Is he? And are we making too big a deal of that? Does it matter?
It's important. Even when that ESPN story broke in the summer, that big time expose that was there, talked about finally getting the chance to believe in talking with someone. Jameer Nelson spoke with him, and he set him up with his therapist so he could have someone to talk to. And it looks like it's helping, because the mental space is important, and getting used to playing on that knee is also important. Believing that you can still do certain things, maybe not the way you used to, but I can still be effective. He always talked about being effective no matter what when he's out there on the floor. It didn't look like he believed it last year. And this year, we'll find out. He looked good in 19 minutes, 14 points. He looked pretty good in that final showing that we saw against Minnesota. But yeah, Tyrese Maxey speaking about it. seeing him smile out there in the court, being happy once again. The little video that was out there from Andre Drummond where they popcorned Dembona's car, and you could see him laughing in the background in that way, just kind of belly laughing. And even us just being at practice, me not as much as the guys, but being there a little bit and at the open practice. Yeah, I haven't seen him this happy in a while. And also, he's out there playing without a big brace on his knee. So maybe that mentally just says something to him. And I get it. I always talk about it. When you mentioned Rothman and, you know, your experience and my experience and Ant's experience as well. When I tore my ACL, I had to wear that big Don Joy knee brace that he had to wear last year. And I'm 5'6", he's 7'2", but it's still uncomfortable. You still have to get used to it. And you still have to continue to pull on it and tug on it to get it back in its space, even though you have the straps tightened and all that, and you think it's there. It's a mental hurdle to get over. He's playing an NBA game. I'm just playing pickup. And I'm not an all-star. I'm not an all-NBA player. But it weighs on your mind of, can I play? Can I make the movements? Can I make the cuts that I usually do? And can I do this? Can I block this shot and land properly? And that's a mental hurdle. And he's not wearing it right now. Can he get through the entire season without it? We'll find out. But that is a big mental piece of it, and just believing in that you can do the things that you are accustomed to doing out there on the floor and being your effective self, no matter what's on your knee. So yes, I do believe that as of today, he's in a better mental space than he was 9 months ago.
All right, give me your final four. First start in the West. Who's in the Western Conference Finals?
OKC and Denver, my final two out West. In the Eastern Conference.
Anybody, hold on real quick. Anybody you give as an outside shot to kind of, like, do you like Houston? Like, is there a shot? Do you like anybody?
I do. I still like Minnesota. Anthony Edwards just.
I'm an Ant-Man.
They've gotten there 2 consecutive postseasons. They've gotten into the final 2. They've gotten there. They've beaten those teams. They've beaten Denver to get to that spot. So yes, Minnesota would be my dark horse to come out. Even though they lost Nickeil Alexander-Walker, which is a big loss.
Yeah.
I do look at Anthony Edwards and what he does. Year 2 of Julius Randle, where I didn't believe it, but I saw it, and he was much, much better. A step up for Jaden McDaniels, Dante DiVincenzo as well. I do believe in Minnesota as a dark horse out West.
All right. Drum roll.
Eastern Conference, yes. I have New York, and I went chalk New York and Cleveland. But I do have, I have New York and Cleveland. My dark horse in the Eastern Conference, when I looked at them, could Giannis carry another team to the Eastern Conference Finals with a deeper seed, but knocking off a team like Orlando and Atlanta in a round where you can get to that next one, gain some momentum, and then get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
What happens to him? Giannis.
I think they're good enough where he's there, where he continues to stay. All the stories continue to come out. They keep talking the talk, but ultimately, I just don't believe it yet because he's been talking that talk for a while. And maybe in a year or two, maybe 2 years, but I just don't see it this summer. I don't see it this year because I think they'll be too good. And I don't think I see it in the offseason because, again, if they surprise and make a run to the Eastern Conference Finals, it's going to be tough to trade him. So I think he's there for at least the next 2, but it's going to be, I mean, the chatter just keeps being there and nothing happens. It's just nothing happens.
I know. I all summer you're waiting for something to happen, and it never happened. Never came.
And he keeps dropping these breadcrumbs, but he's always still there.
Yeah.
So I think he's still there. Yeah. So that's my final 4.
I bet over 12 points on my boy Edgecombe tonight. I think he gets 16. Good bet or bad bet, Devon?
See, I saw it yesterday, and I saw it at 11, and I was scared. And I'm like, I don't know. It's like a 8 to 10, but 12. I can see him getting out and running and getting some easy buckets and knock down a 3 here and there.
16.
Yeah.
16.
16. Wow.
Crazy.
Wow. Yeah. I'm nervous double digits, and you're going 16.
Yeah, I was nervous at 11.
11?
Right,
Come on, man.
exactly.
Come on.
Yeah.
If we're going in with optimism, let's go.
Well, yeah, but it's not about. I'm excited for him, but not as a scorer.
He's going to get his.
Give me 10, 5, and 6 with 2 steals and a win.
I expected more out of my guy.
No, it's like don't look at score. You're a basketball guy.
I know.
You know.
I'm expecting him to get out on the run, get to the basket, get to the foul line.
I want some dimes, some boards, and some steals.
I do think he can get 2 buckets, meaning 4 points in transition. I can do that. Where the other now, to your point, 10 points or 11 points coming from VG, where he gets close to 15, 16. For us,
he's going to get to the rim. He's going to get to
I'm
the rim.
Yeah. He'll get 4 points in transition because he'll play 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. But now I'm looking at
he's gonna get 2 threes tonight. He's gonna hit 2 threes tonight.
I like 4 rebounds,
2 for 6,
4 assists, 3 steals.
3 steals?
Nice. Okay.
He'll get a couple easy putbacks. He gets some offensive rebounds. He'll get a couple.
I can see 4 or 5 boards.
I can see that. Yeah,
that's legit.
2 offensive rebounds. Yeah.
All right. You guys are up to 12 already. 16 ain't crazy.
No, 16 is insane. You're nuts.
I'll stay a little lower than that.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Get the win. Maybe 16 against Charlotte on Saturday.
I got a 116-109 victory.
I like it.
How about you?
I see them winning tonight. I do. Much better this season to start things off. I don't know Boston. I respect Joe Mazzulla, Jaylen Brown, Derek White for what they do. They lost a lot. Porzingis, Tatum, Horford, Holiday. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what that front court is going to look like. Embiid could get them in foul trouble because there's Keita and Garza and Tillman. Hampered Embiid can still get your guys in foul trouble. So I see the Sixers picking up a win tonight. And
could you see Embiid with 30 tonight? 30.
I can see him with about 27.
Yeah,
I can see him getting there because he can get to the free throw line.
Yeah,
10 for 12 from the foul line and do his Embiid stuff. So I can see about a good 27, 8, and 5 assists. Yeah, something like that.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
all right, brother. We love you, man.
I love you guys.
What's the plan today?
The plan today is 7:30 tip-off, so a 7 o'clock pregame show for myself and Derek and Kyle. Bree, our president of basketball operations, will be there. We'll have some fun tonight. And then post-game, 10 minutes after the game ends, we go right at it. 10 minutes post-buzzer, Sixers win, post-game show right there on the PHLY Sixers podcast. So that's what we have for you. 7 o'clock, 10 minutes after the buzzer, and the Sixers win. We'll be with you right here on the PHLY Sixers podcast. Let's get it. Oh, man. 1 of 82. Let's get it.
All right.
Let's go.
Love you, brother. Keep
Love
it up.
Guys.
Best Sixer coverage right here at all PHLY. Devon Givens, Kyle Newbeck, Derek Bodner.
It's not even close.
They are the kings of basketball and Sixers coverage of Philadelphia. All right?
Yes,
I am confident in saying that Derek, Kyle, and Devon are the best. All right?
Yeah.
Top trio. All right, take a break. Quick. And then we go to TV Todd.
By the way, your boy Calvin Harris is in chat. Says he just found you on TV because good to see you. Love seeing it. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yo, Cal. What's my man, Cal?
He said, hey, homie.
Cal's got guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cal's the man. That's cool. Hey, we got TV Todd talking Halloween.
Talking the horror. That's me and Andrew. We do the horror movie.
Yeah, I like the horror too. I watched Black Phone with Massimo because he was all.
Oh yeah, is that
there you
go to the movie to see Black Phone 2?
Exactly. Yes.
Halloween time.
All right, let's take care of some business first.
Talk about Ashley.
Furniture.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
You gotta have some nice furniture. And at Ashley, the holiday steals, well, they're there at Ashley right now. It's a perfect time to get your home ready for the holiday season, and save big. You know, they got from stunning dining room sets for all your holiday feasts to super cozy sectionals, perfect for movie nights, especially horror movie nights. They got everything you need to make this season magical. And the more you shop, the more you save, with up to 25% off store-wide. Or you can take advantage of special financing. They got you 5 years, no interest. 5 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0 interest. So discover great deals both in-store and online, only at Ashley.
Ashley. Love it. All right, let's talk about Parks Casino, Street Road in Ben Salem. Always the best. Parks Casino. How about this? Oh, my. You ready? Sundays, Mondays.
Yeah.
Inside the sports book. So Sunday, what a day, right? It's an NFL day. You got you want to bebop around, have a nice relaxing time.
Oh, yeah.
Or a little Monday Night Football, right? After work, you look for something to do. How about Dollar Dogs, $3 Miller Lights, $5 Peronis?
Yeah. Can't beat it.
One of the best deals in town.
Yeah, it's a great time, man.
I drink Peronis around town, and I can't find it for $5.
Yeah, and like, the sports book's awesome. It's like your watch. It's like you're in NASA Central.
It is like a NASA command.
It really is.
I mean, it is. Like you got all your games, like especially now with the sports equinox.
Yes.
All right. Like Monday, I think is a World Series game. It should be Monday night.
Friday. Yeah.
Friday, Saturday.
Right? So you could have the World Series. You could watch all 4 sports at once. How great would that be? So if you look at Monday, I'm going to fast forward because Monday, Dollar Dogs, there's a couple hockey games, so that's covered. Monday, there's a couple of there's Sixers play Orlando. That's a big game on Monday night. All right?
Yes.
You got
Blue Jays, Dodgers, 8 o'clock Monday.
And you got Chiefs, Commanders.
Yeah.
So that's a night. Dogs, beers.
Grab a couple guys, got a couple friends. You can Uber there, split the Uber fare, drink and eat, watch some games.
Yeah, it's fun. Do it. There's always something to do at Parks Casino. It's a mecca of entertainment. You got the great restaurants, the Parks Grill Steakhouse. How about the Bamboo Noodle House?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The beer garden. It's awesome. The 360 Lounge has some of the best comedians.
And cover bands.
The cover bands are there, right? Like
really fun.
The
cover
Excite
bands.
Center has it all. Top-notch entertainment.
Air supplies coming.
In an intimate setting.
Yeah.
All right? ParksCasino.com for all the information for tickets. Check it out. Parks Casino. Got to be 21. You got a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now, yes, one of our favorite times of the year.
Yeah.
And get ready for a 2-part TV Todd meets Halloween. That's coming up right now.
Act like a man. You can't handle the truth.
It's time for TV time.
Oh, yes, on the Xfinity mobile calling line. Can I get some bats coming around?
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. What's up, brother?
I love it, man. Next week I'll dress up my set here a little bit with some mummies or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love a mummy. Hey, by the way, real quick, because there's no better Flyers guy than you. As on cue, you give me the mug. What a great mug. Vladar. Dude, I'm excited about Vladar because I think he's the guy that gets you, right, that bridge and is good, right? Like, obviously, Zavragin is probably the goalie of the future, we hope. But, like, until he comes here, like, I think Vladar, they might have found something here.
Well, you know what the funny thing about Zavragin is? I mean, until he comes here, yeah, but the point is goalies don't get good until this age, right? So what we're seeing, I told you guys on this show that my buddy who's the Washington Capitals goalie coach, he told us Vladar will end up being your number one. He's in the right time of his career. He was behind that rookie last year. Listen, I don't put all that aside. I just feel more comfortable with him in net.
Totally.
Oh, he looks
like compared to last year,
yeah.
Like where Ersan was the only one you had a shot with, right? Fedotov. I mean, that was like a shooting gallery to look up to see.
Kolosov.
Yeah, it was bad. But now I'm with you, man. And how about Tippett?
Oh man, I love it for a guy like him because boy, he takes a lot of crap. That guy. He's been the punching boy, even like the end of last year, but also the beginning of this season. And now he is He's coming into his own. I love it. In fact, I'm going to Ottawa tomorrow to see the boys play.
What? You are?
Wow.
What are you doing in Ottawa? Oh, your
I'm
daughter.
going to see the Flyers. Yeah, she lives about an hour from there. I'm going to
How's
pick
she
her up.
doing in college?
She's loving it. She's doing great. She's doing great. So we're going to get her,
I love
pick her
Todd's
up.
daughter. She's a
I met her. She was
sweetheart.
up here. Yeah, yeah.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's great. We're going to roll into Ottawa. We're going to see the boys. I texted Jonesy. He's going to be there. Hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's great. That's great. All right. Without further ado, let's jump in to Halloween Part 1. Well, listen, we got to do 2 parts because we love horror, and there's nothing better than Halloween movies.
I could talk endless horror. So it's, when you say 2 parts, I'm pretty excited. I was thinking, let's talk some current horror today. And then we'll get into some classics next week, but there's some other good current horror coming out next week too. But I want to jump right in with probably the most anticipated horror film that's coming this Friday for streaming finally. Weapons. Weapons is going to be streaming on HBO Max starting Friday. By far the biggest horror film of the year. Zach Greger, writer-director who did Barbarian. After he did Barbarian, which for your audience that hasn't seen Barbarian, they should go back and watch that. We talked about it. But after he did Barbarian, it was such a huge bidding war for Weapons, and boy, did it deliver. Cuz don't hold me to the exact numbers, but I want to say it was like a $36 million movie, something along those lines. It's grossed upwards to $300 million, and that's before streaming.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah. It's been one of the best movies I've seen in a while.
Weapons?
Yeah. It's different, right? It's different. It's all these kids in this one classroom go missing in the middle of the night, and the story starts from there. But everyone's excited to have it stream on Friday. I love that they brought it out so quickly.
Yeah, I thought it was smart. I thought it was smart to do. Massimo saw Black Phone 2, by the way.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm super excited. I actually went back and watched the first Black Phone in anticipation of it.
So Friday night, so this is the best, right? So Tam and Anthony had a dance, and Tam took Anthony to the dance. Mas had practice. So I go, dude, after practice, let's me and you get a Stromboli and watch scary movies, right? He's like, yeah, Daddy, I'm in. I go, what do you want to watch? Let's do Black Phone. Because we was going with his buddies to see Black Phone 2. Now, he saw it. He was doing the lines. But I go, I'm in, man. So we watched a couple horror movies, but including Black Phone. And, dude, like, that face is a scary face.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, the mask.
You don't want to see that.
It was a creep. That was well done.
It really was. And the fact that that's Ethan Hawke is even greater. I mean, you're talking about one of the greatest actors of our time period, and he's doing this film. I love it.
Yeah, I was so stunned that they got him for Black Phone 2. How did that come about?
I think it was a Jason Blum friendship connection that got him Blumhouse that got him into it. But he's smart, man, because I'm sure he took back end in that movie. That's the model of Jason Blum's movies. Low cost up front, back end, all back end. But he's smart because there is no greater genre that generates, dollars right now than horror thriller. It is by far the biggest.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I'm a big trailer guy. You talked a while back about we should get together sometime and just watch trailers. I used to do that when I was a kid. There was a TV show called Matinee at the Bijou, and they would show, and Siskel and Ebert would run these trailer kind of specials.
I remember that. Yeah.
I love the Black Phone trailer.
Yes.
I love it. I love the mood of it. I love that they play Alice in Chains.
Yes.
I'm seeing it. I can't wait. I'll see it this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. It is great. The mood, I'm with you. The trailer is so important to like. You want to talk about the marketing piece of it? Trailer's everything, man. Like you got to get me fired up, man. It's a highlight reel, is what it is. Just like sports, it's like get me excited about it, right? And that's the goal of it. And that's
those editors, right? The editors that put together these trailers. I mean, this is what they do, and they specialize in that because they're the same guys who put together sizzle reels and anything that they want to catch your attention within like 2 or 3 minutes. But at the end of the day, like trailers are great because they live up to the hype or you look at it and go, man, the trailer was better than the movie.
Right.
Yeah. I had an advertising copywriter friend. She retired and wrote the scripts for the trailers. And she made bank doing that.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
All right. What else we got?
Well, we got a couple interesting movies. We'll talk about what's streaming right now. So I got to get into this because it's become a bit of a phenomenon. We talked about it briefly last week, but right now streaming, we got 2 scripted series regarding some classic murders and serial killers. One we talked about already, which was the Ed Gein series called Monster. It's crushing it on Netflix, and for good reason. It's solid. Charlie Hunnam's performance is fantastic.
My God, it's so. I saw the first episode. He's unbelievable, dude. Like
he's great.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah. It lost me towards the end, but he was awesome in it.
Yeah, I can see what you mean, VG. I know you and I chat a little bit about after he gets arrested, is it the same movie? Or the same series? But 2 things. One, look at his picture you have on the screen right now. The prosthetics that they did, like around his eyebrows and everything, I saw a making of. It's really top notch, man. His performance is incredible. And what I love.
I didn't even know they had prosthetics. I don't think I've ever seen the guy before in anything. I didn't even know they put anything on his eyes.
He's a good-looking guy, and they made him kind of.
All right.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, VG. He's the star of Sons of Anarchy. I mean, they made him, and of course his voice is completely different. But the other thing that's super cool about this series, which I as a film nut just love, is they weaved in the Hitchcock, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah. They weave in Silence of the Lambs because all of those movies were inspired by Ed Gein. So I love it, man. I love the series. Love it. And then its counterpart right now, which is on Peacock, is
Devil
in Disguise about John Wayne Gacy. And that's doing really well too. So true crime fans are loving these 2 scripted series right now.
Dude, The Devil in Disguise looks really creepy. Have you seen any of it yet?
Yeah, I watched the beginning of it. It's based on a obviously real story, but it's based on a documentary that's on Peacock too called Devil in Disguise. There's a documentary series, and he's a serial killer. Like, we know the name, we do know the name. It's in the ether, but I didn't really know much about him. I think these 2 series are just really great for Halloween time.
Yeah, they really are.
Look, he's a Sixers fan.
Oh my God. All right. We are in overtime. Sit tight. Overtime. If you're watching on any other platform, because I know a lot of people watch on Roku or Xfinity, of course, because we love our Xfinity platform. We love our Xfinity mobile. So if you're doing that, follow us to YouTube. All right. And make sure you can watch us anywhere you go. Obviously, listen to the podcast. Do us a favor. It matters. However you watch, rate it. Give us stars and give us likes and help us.
Yeah.
All right. It matters.
Like it. Subscribe. Tell your friends.
It all matters.
Tell them where the cool kids are hanging out. We're over here at PHLY.
It matters. All right. Let me ask you a question, because every time there's a serial killer, especially if it's well done, it's always successful. It's amazing how it always. I mean, look at even your TV shows. What is it with our fascination with this? Is it like the true real life fright that listen, monsters and everything, you could suspend disbelief. Well, it's not, it's not real. But this stuff's real. Is that our fascination, which makes it so popular?
I think it is. I mean, listen, there's no doubt that true crime generally is a genre. Put aside horror for a second. True crime generally is by far the biggest buyer of content right now. There's just no doubt. I mean, I think I don't know. I mean, listen, sometimes I really do question our society when I think about this, but I think it is maybe it's a way of disarming it in a way. Maybe it's like turning it into entertainment is a way not to just fear it every day. I don't know. I'm a big, like when I watch things like about Dahmer, or I watch Devil in Disguise or Monster, or even like the new series that's out on Hulu about the Murdaugh family, this lawyer in South Carolina who killed his wife and son. When I watch this kind of stuff, I get really like it affects me. Like I have a hard
I'm with
time.
you. It bothers me. It shakes you to the soul because it's real. You're like, how could someone actually do this?
Well, and it happens. It's scary. It happens every day. Like think about Philadelphia's history.
Heidnik.
Gary Heidnik.
Yeesh.
Exactly. I mean, this happens everywhere in the world. It's totally frightening. I mean, but when I watch movies that have more of a supernatural thing to them, like Black Phone, for example, that's pure fun for me and entertainment. But the real stuff are like these types of serial. It's real.
I will say this about the first Black Phone, because I know the second one's a ghost and the whole thing, but there was a degree of the first Black Phone that I'm watching with my 12-year-old, right? And like, I'll be honest with you, I was like, it shakes you a little bit because forget about the phone itself. It's about a dude that's abducting children, right? Like, and so I'm thinking about my kid as I'm watching it with him. Like, I mean, as a parent, there's no scarier thing. Like, it's not even close. You go, listen, take me, do whatever you got to do, but leave my kid alone, right? Like, It's just it's the scariest thing ever. Like my heart goes out to parents that have been through this in real life. Like we talked about the milk carton. Remember that a couple weeks ago? When we were kids, they put kids' pic when we had on the back of a milk carton.
Yeah.
Like it was, I mean, it's scary. That's the most frightening thing in the world.
Oh, it's the
worst.
It's unimaginable horror and pain, right? And maybe that's when we watch, like, that's why people who watch if, for example, like next week, the prequel series to Stephen King's It is coming out.
Oh, I can't wait.
Called Welcome to Derry. And it's the prequel leading up to the events in the Stephen King book. But again, we're talking about children being abducted, that sort of thing. And maybe that's why it cuts right to the heart, I don't know what it is, cuz like I think about this all the time. Why do I even like to watch scare? Like, why do I like to be scared? Like last night, I texted Frazier and I said, I'm watching a movie right now, a horror movie on Paramount Plus. It's the number 4 movie on Paramount Plus. It's called Vicious, and it stars Dakota Fanning. And the premise of it is basically fairly simple. It's this strange woman arrives at her doorstep and gives her this box, and she has to put inside the box something she loves, something she hates, and something she needs. And if she doesn't do that, she will die within 24 hours. So it's a simple premise, but watching this movie at night by yourself, tons of jump scares, creepy stuff. And I read this article about the movie. It's a complete, the writers made it as an analogy to panic attacks. The writer was having panic attacks, and the movie is really about when you have anxiety and panic attacks, if you feed into it, something happens. If you ignore it, something happens. If you accept that it's going to continue your whole life, something happens. But I'm watching this late at night by myself, and I'm jumping. Why would any human want to be put in that situation? I have no idea.
Well, you forget about the real world. It's like a good sports game. If it's done well with suspense and stuff, you know, it's an escape. It's like a roller coaster, like an adrenaline.
Except the ones that stay with you.
Yeah, some linger. Some do linger.
Yeah, some linger.
Yeah.
Some of and some of the demonic
You hear that
ones.
creak in the night. You're like, what the heck was that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, like, I'm not checking that out.
Yeah. So obviously,
Moss, is that you, Moss?
Yeah.
Voice crack.
Dad, is that you?
Yeah, no, seriously. I call Massimo the Victorian ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Because he wakes up at 3 a.m. and all of a sudden he'll go get water. I'm like, a couple of times, I'm like, what the Dad will wake me up. Who was that?
Yeah.
It's Massimo. The Victorian ghost is walking around.
As someone who was like obsessed with serial killers as a kid and high anxiety, and now I do a true crime podcast, so I researched it, and a lot of them are women listeners and women viewers, and they do say it is to like learn how these people do it so you can be prepared.
Sure.
And that was part of me as a kid. How do these psychos do this? I need to be prepared. Like, make sure this is locked down. Make sure I have this weapon here. And I think that's a lot of why people are obsessed with it.
So I never knew who Gary Heidnik was. You brought that name up, so I looked him up.
Gary Heidnik?
I looked him up, and I saw his picture. He looks just like Joe Flacco.
Oh yeah?
No.
I'm dead serious. I'll bring it up.
No,
He was the Dahmer of Philadelphia.
He was.
Yeah. Who was the other dude? You remember the guy that came after him?
No.
Yeah, there was a guy after him, after Heidnik. Same thing. He was in North Philly. And I think he was.
He kind of looks like Joe Flacco. Like, he kind of does.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
If he cut his hair down.
There's other pictures of him with a beard.
There was, back in my neighborhood, 85 to 90 was the Frankfurt Slasher. He would get people coming out of bars along Frankfurt Avenue.
Who was the guy after? Google. There's another
I'm looking
guy.
for like Philly serial killer.
He was mentally disturbed, obviously, but he was an African American guy.
Huh.
That came after Heidnik.
Let me see. There's Harrison Graham. He murdered 7 women in Philly between 86 to 87.
We were doing how long?
86 to 87.
That's it, Graham.
He kept the remains in his apartment.
Yeah. People were like, "What stinks?" And it was this dude. He had remains in the wall.
He lived less than a mile and a half from Gary Heidnik.
What was his first name?
Harrison.
Nah, they called him something else.
Well, they say Marty Graham.
That's it. Marty Graham. It was Marty Graham.
He lived a mile and a half away from Heidnik?
Yeah, man.
That's kind of
Heidnik's
weird.
He was like a smart investor. He had like his
millions of dollars.
His walls were wallpapered with dollar bills and stuff.
Yeah,
whoa,
it was nuts.
Yes,
nuts.
Heidnik, am I right about this? Didn't Heidnik? He used to drive around like in this Bugs Bunny van.
Yes. Yeah.
What?
In a Bugs Bunny van?
Yeah. No, he was twisted.
Yeah.
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 And it was
man,
all
but,
young women. Yeah.
Yes.
And VG, I think your point is well taken. And in truth, I think women are more vigilant, and men should be too. But women, especially who love the true crime stuff, they're more vigilant from watching this stuff. There's no doubt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, man, that stuff gets me.
It's amazing. All right. Listen, next week I want to carve out a really good chunk, right? Because these are going to be must-watch. The greatest car films that were ever made in Todd's order. Like, we got to come back with your order again.
Love it.
We do the top, the top 20, 25, however we do it. I want to do it, go into it. All right?
Okay, I'm ready.
We'll produce it up, get the list early to Andrew so we can show the cover of each, of each movie. Like, it'll be fun. All right.
I love it. I'll work on it this weekend, and Andrew, I'll send you a list.
Sounds good, baby. Good stuff, my brother.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Todd.
TV Todd. All right. It's a World Cup Thursday.
Yes.
All right.
We're going to run the pick and roll instead of the 3-point.
Okay. We're going to run the pick and roll. I like it.
No,
Finally,
nice. Yes.
It's very good.
We were going to do the corners. I got to step out for a second, so we're going to do a pick and roll.
Yeah, I love it. Originally, we were going to do corners offense. See, these guys finally realized how to get me to do things. Bro, Why don't you take a listen? All right.
Yes.
You want me to do? He's in. So, bro's office is next door to King of Content.
The walls are paper thin.
He's next door.
We can hear him.
You can hear him coughing all day. He's coughing. Right. You hear
That's
him
all he does is cough.
Yeah.
He's eating.
Flatulence.
Right.
Oh.
Farting.
Yeah, all
everything.
things
Right?
going on in there.
So he's the best though. He's my boy. So you want to get me to do things? Give me a sports vernacular.
Yes. Because when we go to three people, we got to center it. And he's trying to describe it.
Right.
Yeah. It's a
We got
corner
these
three.
corners of these tables is what we got to sit
So
up.
go to the corner three.
Yes.
So we got the corner. We have three people, and there's three corners. So I'll do it. It's corner. I get it. Corner three. I run the play, coach.
Right.
Like run the play. Yeah, I like to please the coach. Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if you tell me, I hate bosses in suits. One of the reasons why I've done this is because I loathe having a boss. All right, I hate it. I hated them in radio and TV. I loved the editors, but I hated the radio TV people. I thought that they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't understand the market. Usually, they were from another town.
Of course.
They didn't like talent because they couldn't do it, and they were jealous of talent. So I hate suits. Always hated suits, but I love coaches. Right? I love pleaser.
Yeah.
So if you need me to do something, just talk like you say. Need you to run this play.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Pick and roll.
Yes.
So now we're gonna run pick and roll.
Yes.
So we got our World Cup, and we love our World Cup today, Wednesday, right? We took a field trip. This is the coolest thing ever. All right. So, we've been chronicling the World Cup for almost a year now. Coming up in December is the draw. So they're getting ready for the volunteers. We were on Market Street last week. And if I told you how cool the volunteer center is, oh my God, I was loving it. This space is amazing. Like, it's the greatest thing in the world to be a World Cup volunteer. You got to trust me, all right? So we got Bassam Awadallah, who is terrific, right? He's going to join us. Bassam, come here. Come on, sit down. Run the pick and roll with me.
Great to see
All right?
you.
Great to see you,
How are
buddy.
you? Good.
Can I tell you, the volunteer space is unbelievable.
I don't disagree with you. I mean, we started yesterday. We had our volunteers come in yesterday, and I'll tell you, the feedback as they walked in was like, wow. And then as they left, they're like, what a great location. Not so just what's in the building, it's in the fashion district. It's just incredible. So thank you for being here and walking the space.
Oh my God, I loved it. Like it was incredible. Now, for those Philadelphians, it's the gallery, right? Like it's now what we've redone, but it is the gallery. So it's right off the mall. And the space itself, how cool is it? First of all, it's huge. It's multi-level. It's like walking into a museum of Philadelphia soccer and America and USA soccer. It's so dynamite.
Well, the place is amazing with the, if you walk in and you see the history of football or soccer, I mean, you'll see that represented everywhere. But we're very intentional with what you just talked about, the museum piece, because we had some pieces come in from FIFA, which talked about the history of soccer across, the U.S. And the world. But we were very intentional to include some American related items. So talk about the 94.
Yes.
And, some jerseys from that time. So people are really relating to this, and it's been just fantastic.
So you got to tell me about your journey, all right?
Yep.
So you're on loan to Philadelphia World Cup. We love our FIFA Philly.
Yep.
Meg is my dear friend. You're on loan from Bank of America. You're one of Bank of America's executives. So you're now here helping out overseeing the volunteer program.
I am. So it's first of all, big thanks to the bank. We work with a great company that does good things by not just say financial help to the nonprofits and the local market. And we're very, well represented here, Jim Dever and W. O'Brien. But I think the bank knew about the need in Philadelphia, where we live here, work here, play here. So we're very vocal about, hey, we need some support. Philadelphia Soccer 2026 has been a great organization. Matter of fact, they're recognized nationally across all the host cities as, hey, well organized. The passion they bring in, it's incredible. And just look at the number of volunteers.
Tell me how great Meg is.
She's
Meg
incredible.
Kane
Oh my God.
It's the great. Well, and our Megan. We have two Megans, but Meg Kane, who's the CEO, is Dan Helfer.
I think she's the mayor of the host cities. I think she people look at her as the go-to person, and the experience and the passion and the aura she has is incredible.
She's got a great. Her energy's the great. I love her energy. She's brilliant. She's a leader, and she's as passionate about sports as I am. Right, like, which is awesome, man.
She's been incredible. Yeah, but the journey's been great. I've been with the Philadelphia Soccer 2026 for a month now, and a couple things. I mean, first of all, as a soccer guy, I played soccer in college.
Where'd you go?
I was in American University in Cairo, actually.
Wow.
I lived in about 4 continents over my lifetime. Born in Asia, lived in Europe, Africa for college, and came to the U.S. So my experience for the World Cup is just like super excited.
So you played at the University of Cairo?
I did.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, part of the league back then. But when I came here, it was like great, correct. I love the soccer. I coach soccer. I'm in Yardley. Been coaching soccer for a long time. But the mission of a couple of things: make sure that we're ready here, which has been great. So 26,000 volunteers applied for their applicants.
And several international, right?
12,200 international. Wow. And just think about this for a second. Out of that number, we'll have about 7,500 folks walk into the volunteer center over the next 8 weeks. So yesterday, we had about 220 volunteers come in. And I'll tell you, and you'll love that. So 3 groups of volunteers walked in. Because I love to talk to them and understand, hey, tell me more. What brings you in?
Yeah.
So you find the soccer person, correct? Yeah. I played soccer today, like a great example. John drove from upstate New York. The guy played the game, not the highest level, but played the game. Kids
loved the
soccer.
game, right?
He told me the first World Cup game he watched, 74. He had to drive and take the train to Madison Square Garden because that's where they had it, showed up.
The closed circuit.
Yeah,
right,
so it's incredible. So that's the passionate soccer player, coach. He loves that. The second group is just volunteers. Hey, I love to volunteer. A friend of mine volunteered in the World Cup. We volunteer a lot with the ambassadors. I just want to be a volunteer. The third group, which is incredible, don't know a lot about soccer.
Philly people.
Exactly right. So I'm here because I'm here for the city.
Yes.
With all the things that's going on in 26, I want to be part of it. I want to, celebrate it. I want to contribute. I want to be a part of it. And I'll tell you, that was exciting. And initially they'll say, I don't know anything about soccer. I'm like, that's good. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's what the World Cup is all about. Bring you in, but it's more about soccer, really. It's you're bringing nations. You're bringing different background experiences. And for our city, from economic perspective, from cultural perspective, from just, we're a sports city. To add sports and soccer to this, let's go. That's exciting.
And one of the things, and you get this, right?
Yep.
Because you've lived everywhere, you've been abroad, you've come here. This town is so passionate. Like the people here, and I'm sure you would agree, the passion that we have for our city. It's a very prideful city, right? Like, first American city, right? True pride, the capital, true pride is here. And I think one of the things we can't wait for, and it's why I love the fact that that sect of volunteers is coming out, is to display, so Philadelphia look good, right? So that we can embrace all these people. I still don't think people understand what's about to come and the wave of tourism that's about to hit.
A couple things. Number one, when you think about 500,000 people coming to Philadelphia during that time, it's incredible. And these individuals come in and families, they're going to love the city because I often say the reason I'm here is it feels like an incredible historical city. People here are relatable. They love the sports. I'm sure they heard about us. I'm sure many of them are going to come in and talk about the Eagles.
Right.
It's exciting. So that's one thing. But the second piece, I think, for our city, it's like think of it, 2 months of, month and a half where you're going to just interact with people you've probably never met. I was walking by the portal the other day. downtown.
that's
all right.
awesome. Yeah.
So
yeah,
think
yeah.
about it for a second. People are walking in, doing the waves, talking to people in Ireland, and imagine this happens hundreds, thousands of times every day.
As you're
just-
walking the
it's incredible.
street.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Well, one of the things that I love about the event is, first of all, this soccer's elite, right? It's the greatest event ever, and you get to watch and just incredible players come together. But the exchange of cultures, the culture is the greatest part. I love to travel, and I love Europe and all over, and just I want to immerse myself. I never want to go listen, I love my country, but when I go abroad, I don't want to see other Americans. I want to eat, go places where they go, hang out where they go. I want to be immersed in their culture and experience it because it's different. It's interesting and it's fun. And there's so much about it. And we'll get to do that here in our city.
Yeah, I think December 5th is the draw. So I think Philadelphia Soccer 26 have done a great job working with FIFA. They've been really great partners. But once we know the countries are coming in also, I mean, there's some prep that we need to do. We'll work with many folks, obviously, to just get people to understand the culture are coming in.
So we have something planned big
That's gonna be
time.
exciting, yeah.
Here at PHLY, we're gonna go. We're partnering with you guys, with Meg and the group, and we're gonna create some really fun content.
That's great.
On how they fan and all about their fandom, their culture, so that we're ready for them and we can enjoy it with them.
And listen, I love this because we need more of this in the city, correct? I mean, I think everybody, we had the Pope here.
Yes.
Just tremendous events.
Yes.
This is also different. People are going to come here and they're going to want to stay here, want to immerse. But for our city itself, how we engage them, not necessarily, we're going to be great. It's going to come and go, and people are going to say Philly was the best.
Yes.
But let me tell you one thing. I'd love for this to leave a mark on our city.
Yes.
Positive mark, not just from tourism and economics, but also the people. Just to kind of connect with people, and hopefully they have, friends in Europe and Africa and Asia, and that's fantastic.
It is. It's awesome. It's an event that lives far after it's gone. I'm complete to the sport itself, right? Because the sport will be a lasting piece of this puzzle for soccer in this area.
Yeah.
And growing the sport.
I mean, our hope is obviously working with U.S. Soccer and many other organizations is that, and this happens, correct? People are going to get excited to watch the games. People are going to watch the games who probably never watch a soccer game. But, there's a lot of activities in the city, whether installing mini pitches in areas. So the goal here, and hopefully this will inspire many to play the game, which is great.
Yes.
But second, I would say just to, be out.
Become a fan and
be a fan of the game. I mean, you have billions watching every week. And I don't know if you watch any of the soccer.
Oh yeah,
Premier League.
Look at our producer.
Well, I don't want to talk about that at all.
I'm a Serie A fan.
Yeah, Milan or Inter or
I'm Napoli.
Napoli.
I'm from Southern Italy.
Listen, Conte is doing a great job there. But I'm not going to talk about Liverpool. Tough game this weekend. When you have
tough game.
When you have you spend $500 million on players, you're gonna have to fit them in somewhere. So hopefully, Man U was excited. Liverpool's not as much.
Yeah, I know.
You guys will catch up at some point. But again, listen. This is the great thing about the game. You're gonna see people sitting in pubs and walking the streets and talking about these things. And you saw a hint of that a little bit in the World Cup. Which, I mean, you walked.
It was great.
If you watch the Brazilian fans walking the streets with marching, you see the Chelsea fan were going in, the Tunisian fan. I mean, it was incredible.
It was awesome. It was really, really cool.
Yeah. And hopefully, the Philadelphia, the stadium is going to be the Maradona. It feels like the Maradona Stadium in Napoli.
Yes.
Hopefully, people are excited, and it's going to be a great.
And I love the location of the fashion district for the volunteer program because, you're going to have to get to Lemon Hill where there's going to be a huge fan zone. It's going to be this party. Imagine this 40-day, 40-night festival, right? There's going to be food trucks and there's going to be music and stages and big screens to watch the matches. It's going to be an amazing experience. And so it's a perfect kind of pathway, from the volunteer center, through Market Street, down the Parkway to the Art Museum. It's actually perfect for it.
I'm glad you bring this up because let's talk about the fashion district, why we selected it. I mean, number one, I mean, the team, Mag, Allison, and many others in the organization were very intentional working with FIFA on finding the location. Aside from the beauty of it, 2 floors, incredible space, but the community needs us there. So it's incredible to see that. And by the way, I'll give you a great example of how we're having to revitalize and help, aside from just having the location, which many people walking in and like, oh, this is a great place, whether it's businesses to open or visitors to come to the mall or just looking around and say how we can develop the area. But the other piece we're doing is a lot of the volunteers they're getting meal vouchers. And we did not want to cater it to bring sandwiches. They're taking those vouchers and going into businesses in the area. And
Brilliant.
guess what? That is
brilliant.
So yesterday at the breaks, they're going to the Reading market. They're going here and there. So that's exciting. But the
That was
journey,
brilliant.
yeah, and but I appreciate that. It wasn't my idea, but the team did that. But I'd say that there's a lot of these kind of intentional conversation about.
Well, that part of Market Street needed something,
Yep.
and I think it's a great anchor, and it'll help the east side of Market Street going forward. I think it was a really smart place to be.
It's a great place, and I think we'll continue to see the kind of the benefit of that. But go back to the journey from there to Lemon Street. I mean, Lemon Park. You're gonna love that. I mean, it's gonna be great. I don't know if you've ever been in Seattle.
Yes,
Seattle
I have,
fans are. We do that beautifully with the Eagles, but they march in the street as fans. Correct? They go down, and I think what you'll see here in Philadelphia, which we see it a lot with with our sports team, and if you go watch the Union, is you'll see people kind of whether they're taking buses, walk. I mean, it's going to be an incredible pathway to connect with people. So exciting!
It's going to be incredible. If people want to get a hold of you guys, right? Because we want a lot of locals and volunteers. All right, it makes our city look great. What's the best way?
Yeah, a couple of things. I mean, you can they can reach us through the website. I mean, you can access this. It's Philly FWC 2026. So join us on that. I mean, we are on Instagram, we're on Twitter, LinkedIn, and many folks will see us at the Volunteer Center because they're coming into for the tryout for our volunteer applicants.
That's fantastic. It's great. You guys are doing such a great job. I got to tell you, what a pleasure, man.
Anthony, thank you.
What a pleasure.
No, listen, it's a pleasure to be here with you.
You're true blue. Like, you're a real soccer guy.
Listen, let me be clear. I'm a Philly fan first. I love my sports team here, and we watch all of them, but grew up playing the game, and I'm excited to bring the game to Philly.
Well, I love your passion, too, because I can tell already, like, the minute you set foot in this region, you were like, I'm home.
Oh, absolutely. 15 years in Philly and not going anywhere.
I love it.
So thank you. And thank you for all the work you're doing.
Oh, it's awesome. We love our partnership with you guys.
Appreciate it.
It's going to be such a great event.
Invite us back.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Thanks, Andy.
Great to see
Have
you.
A great day.
Oh, my God. Awesome stuff. All right, we got to get out of here because Bo needs the studio. So I was under orders to get out at 11:30 because they know my penchant for going longer. So we'll end you with a back in the day moment. Can we have that? Hello, VG.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah.
To our friends in True Mark. What do we got?
Whoa, it's Sixers time, Celtics time.
Oh, Doc and Bird.
Well, now let's see something.
We got.
What? I mean, I don't know if it's Doc. It's not Doc and Bert fighting. No, but Doc is involved in this, of course.
Doc has to be involved.
Yeah, of course he's involved. Celtics and Doc, yeah. I mean, it's a pivotal moment back in the day. It starts right where it's supposed to start, bro. You got it.
Bro.
Julius Erving is going to be our Miller most
beat LA. That's awesome.
Will be made to the Special Olympics on behalf of Julius Erving.
Look at the players that chant beat LA.
How can you be chanting beat LA? Like, that's unbelievable.
Right?
I never saw that before.
Jim Harrington, executive producer.
That's it. You can just a credit on that.
Awesome, man.
They didn't beat LA.
I know.
The next year.
I know. Yeah. I know. All right, it's going to do it for us, everybody. Have a great day. We love you. All right? Thanks for hanging, as always. We'll see you tomorrow.
We all silly like the mayor.